Hey, everybody. We thought Diamond and I are here. We thought we would come back live and carry on from Craig the Hunter show. I seriously have zero plan for you guys. I have nothing to show you. We're just going to fly by the seat of our pants.
We're winging it.
We're winging it. So here we are, Diamond Lil and Nikki B.
Hello.
I was telling Diamond backstage, I was thinking maybe I'll drop the link and anybody that wants to come up and join us, you're more than welcome. And we'll see where the show goes from here.
Okay.
This is what winging it looks like because I have nothing planned tonight.
Craig says, oh, heck yes.
Oh, Craig's here?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to
Thank
drop
you,
the link.
Marla.
Love you, Marla.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to try to drop the link here. Craig, did you get your food, dude? Well, there's the link if anybody wants to come up. Just show me your face before you come on, and you're more than welcome up on my panel.
You have your Thai food yet, Craig?
Hi, Ingrid. Miss Mendersu, good to see you. Liz Chris, love you.
He has already.
Marla! Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to our panel Miss Marla Bedingfield.
Hi, Marla. Yes.
How you doing, Marla?
Hold on a minute.
Uh-oh. We scared her off already, Diamond.
Can you hear me?
A little bit. Turn your volume up a little bit.
Okay. Where's my volume? Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Can you hear me now?
You're still really low.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. You have to be sorry.
Vicki, can you touch her square, the 3 dots, and adjust her? Yeah, touch your square.
Touch my square?
Can you adjust her volume?
Well, I can try.
Maybe
you might have to do it from the square that's below the screen.
I know, but it's not letting me make it louder.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Okay, it's me. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
Oh, here we go. I had to turn off automatic.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Try that, Marla.
Where?
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pull the microphone out.
We can hear you.
Oh,
very
there we
loudly.
go. Now we can. There we go.
Hi, Marla. Hey, you guys, Jamie Barbursky just said they just dumped, hold on. They just dumped a busload of illegals off in Colleen, New York, a mile from me. Grr. I'm sorry, Jamie.
And it's coming probably from my state, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jamie.
I'm sorry. We've now we've got our idiot Speaker of the House, not in DC, but in Texas, just down the road from me here in Austin. They are going to impeach our
Tim. Tim or something. Tim.
I heard they voted to impeach, and now he's waiting for the Senate trial.
Yeah, I'm so pissed. And I was pacing the floor, and just last night I was at my brother's. We had Memorial Day yesterday. We had burgers and beer and the pool time.
And beer.
Lots of it.
Yorga says he was on that bus.
Oh, Yorga.
Huh?
Yorga said he was on the bus with the illegals. He's just being stupid.
Oh, okay.
He's just teasing.
So apparently they're going to have to go through all this rigmarole because of our Speaker of the House. I mean, I said, nobody can just like slap the Speaker of the House in the back of the head and tell him to shut the F up. I said the whole word, of course, because I was so angry yesterday. But my brother's like, no, hon, he's going to have to go through all of this. I said, great. So we may lose Ken, and Ken has balls. Pardon the expression.
No, he does.
But
Yeah.
He's got balls. He's been one of the AGs that's been going up against D to the C. So I'm just beside myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then yesterday, my niece that's in San Diego, she's in the Navy and her husband's in the Navy. He's been gone since Christmas. He's on the ship. And he's been over like where, let's see, let me think, Thailand. And then they came in, that what they were going to do is come into Hawaii. And my niece was going to fly to Hawaii and meet up with him. Well, he couldn't tell her what was going on, but he just said, no, you're going to have to scrap the plans. Don't come. And they ended up going to Guam, his boat, his ship. And so last night, and then they canceled it, and then they went back to Hawaii but he's not coming back. They're going to load the ship up with supplies in Hawaii, from my understanding. And I don't know what's going to happen next. And she was upset because she was emotional, and she's really super cool chick. She wanted to tell us something, and we don't know what it was, but she can't reveal anything to us, but we could tell something was really just not good. So beware. And I'm not sure exactly what it could be. But she was, to hear her upset like that. And we had her on FaceTime, and she was just a mess. I thought, wow, I thought I was a hot mess. Boy, and she had every right to be, because she's, she's kind of.
I'm wondering if it has to do with the people that we heard about this morning on my show. They were talking about some Chinese coming across the border. Mary Freeland.
Possibility.
Yeah, and then we're writing in the dirt and then erasing what they wrote in the dirt.
Possibility. I missed your show this morning. I'm sorry. I was
no
sleeping it off.
Yeah,
you were actually sleeping those beers off.
No worries, my friend. No worries. But there was
the holiday weekend. Enjoy yourself, Marla.
Exactly.
I haven't blown steam off like that in a while, and we just had a great time. So
yeah, no problem.
But to hear what they did to Ken Paxton, and then my niece, she's all upset, and we don't know what's going on. It was just unraveling last night. But I simmered down, and my brother said, it's gonna do what it's gonna do, and we're in God's hands. He just said, we're in God's hands.
Yes.
You gotta let it go. I said, but I hate seeing her upset so bad. And I hate seeing people. It's just like 45 being picked on. Ken Paxton, here we go with I shouldn't have said his name, but I'm sorry. I hope you don't get canceled.
You're fine.
KP. I'll just say KP.
Come on, Marla. You know me. I don't care.
The AG named KP of Texas. But yeah.
Hey, Marla, Diane Valenzuela is asking, where is Governor Abbott?
He's here. And he has been putting a lot of we did have so Austin's lost a lot of police officers, because it's kind of like it's a liberal town. There's my hometown is just a wreck. I won't go. I won't go in it. I'm too scared to go to Austin. But my brother keeps in touch. He lives further north of me, but he keeps in touch with his buddies that works for the state, because he retired from the state highway department. And he told me, well, we had
highway police officer.
Pardon?
Highway as in highway police officer?
Not my brother. No. No, he worked for TxDOT. He worked on the roads to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he tested the roads to see what needed to be worked on.
Gotcha.
My sister-in-law, though, she's a peace officer and she works for Burnett County Jail. So she's a compliance officer in the jail or prison in Burnett County. So I do have law officers in my family. But what happened in Austin is they don't have a lot of police officers. So Governor Abbott said, okay, fine, we're just going to put DPS troopers into Austin and we will enforce the law in Austin. And that was fine until till Potato Head went ahead and just let what was that bill that went under that causes all the immigrants to come over illegally? When it expired, he pulled all the DPS troopers and he dispersed them to our border. What people don't understand is our border's huge. I mean, it's from Brownsville all the way up to El Paso. There's so much space in there, and it's hard to catch them all. Trump had it going right. I said his name, I'm sorry. 45 had it going right with putting this wall up because it was going to cover from Brownsville to El Paso, from what I understand. And now of course, we didn't finish it because they yanked it from us.
Mm.
And sometimes people get aggravated at our governor, and I sort of kind of do, but I don't. He's the type of governor that will go by the law. And if it's a federal law and he can't really control it much, then he kind of just has to go with what they're saying. But if there's a law within the state of Texas that we can go up against it and push it aside or do something else, we will. So like pulling our DPS troopers, we have our own Texas National Guard. We have our own Army and Navy too, and we've pulled them. But we've got to have a certain amount on the Gulf side because, Cuba is not far from us. It's not far from Florida either. It's closer to Florida, but yeah, we've got military everywhere, but to cover it all, it would take a really awful lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we're going to go from here. I feel that Governor Abbott's doing the best he can. I mean, I don't know if I could have done any better other than I would probably be the thorn in DC's butt right now because I would be screaming at him.
Is he backing KP?
He's backing. Yes, he'll back him. Absolutely. If he doesn't, if next week it comes about and he's not doing anything or he's not backing him, then he knows he's going to lose out. People are going to start saying, well, let's get rid of Abbott. But so far, our lieutenant governor, Lieutenant Dan is what I call him. He's a good guy. I like him. He seems like a good guy, and he's been really good for Texas. So I don't, and he's backing. I know he's backing Ken Paxton. So but there's nothing they can do about the speaker.
Is your Senate mostly Republican?
Yeah, we got some. Yeah, it's more Republican than Democrat, but we do have Democrats. We do.
But they're saying in
Austin,
the House,
though, right?
I saw the article that they said in the House that rhinos and the Democrats got together and voted, impeached him, and now it's going to the Senate. So I wondered what the Senate was looking like. Sorry, Nikki.
I don't know. I don't know. I know
Carla,
that.
aren't you in Austin?
I am north of Austin.
Austin's very liberal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm 24 miles northwest of downtown Austin. I'm in Leander, Texas. So, and I'm hoping to move further west eventually. Right now, if I move further west, I won't have good internet.
You're almost as far as I am from Detroit. I'm about 30 minutes from Detroit.
Well, my brother's 30 minutes from Austin. He lives in Georgetown, Texas.
Okay.
So, but with all these Californians moving, nothing against Californians, but I'm just kind of worried that a lot of them are.
Well, they're moving there for a reason, though. I would hope, right?
I'm hoping. I am hoping.
Don't bring your theories over here because you're leaving California for a reason.
Right.
Leave your liberalism back there. Yeah.
And we also have we have Elon Musk, and he is in Del Valley, which is just east of Austin. It's going towards Bastrop.
Excuse me, ladies. We have somebody joining on the panel. We have Count Yorga in the
Count
house.
Yorga.
Who?
Hey, Yorga. How are you?
Howdy, howdy, friends and neighbors. Ladies.
What?
How are you, ladies?
Good. How are you?
Y'all are looking so beautiful tonight. You know how you do.
Yeah, right.
Flattery gets you everywhere.
I'm only
You're
on
not
AM
even
radio.
see this hot mess that's been in the garden all day. You wouldn't say that.
You should see me, baby. Hold on, I'll put on my cam so you can see it. The ugly
I'm not
me there.
turning on my cam. It ain't happening, guys. Sorry.
God, I know it's ugly, ugly time. I was thinking about Craig the Hunter because I ate Popeye's chicken tonight, straight from Louisiana. They say it is.
You know, I've never had Popeye's chicken in my life, and we have them here in Michigan.
You don't want to eat it every day.
Is it spicy?
You can get the spicy. You have to order it spicy or not spicy. But spicy.
I like spicy though. I like spicy food.
Spicy. I get it mild, but it's still a little bit spicy.
Is it?
Yeah. The bad thing is it'll make you be like Craig though. That's the bad part.
It makes you wear Hanes your way.
I was gonna say you're gonna wear Hanes. Oh,
you can't have it your way. I am wearing Hanes boxer briefs. I swear to God, right now. I ain't gonna show them to you like he did. But I swear to God, I'm wearing Hanes briefs, boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs are the way to go, Yorga.
So Craig has some competition then.
A little bit. I always want to do a news show called News Briefs, and then I'll just show up in my briefs and do the news in my brief.
Do it. I am trying to think of something I'd like to do because I like to talk.
News brief. News brief. And then I
like that.
I don't want to do that, but
can we do a Victoria's Secret?
No, you need, actually, I probably should hire somebody that's good looking to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, it was
Said
funny
some
when
old
Craig
wore out
was
bastard
live.
like you, hell, Yorga over here. I'm just an old vampire. I'm sorry, ladies.
When Craig was live, my husband goes, I have Hanes on. I go, no, you don't. He ripped him up. I'm like, oh, crap, he does have Hanes on.
I got them on too.
oh my God.
I got one of those. The bad thing is, I'd show them to you, but I got one of those pairs that's kind of old and wore out, and it's all the elastics kind of going away.
It's all big. It's all wore out.
Yeah, they're probably from the 80s, and I just.
It's from the 80s.
They take a licking and they keep on ticking, baby.
I got a little bit of advice for you. Throw those in the trash if they're from the 80s.
Yeah, every now and then when I get one with like a whole leg is missing or something, I throw them in the trash.
But they are vintage.
They are. They might be worth something on eBay. You
right?
never know.
You know what? There is a buyer out there for them. I'm sure.
I put them on the Meekums auction. Here comes Stingray's underwear. Stingray's underwear. Here it comes. Yep, from 1988. They say Hanes. You can still read it. It says Hanes on it, baby.
Maybe the company will pay you. Wow. Maybe the company will pay you for those to show that they're durable and they last many, many years, right?
I mean, hey, you never know. I'm waiting for that offer, baby.
30-some years, man.
That was 35 years ago.
No, he's still wearing them drawers.
Late 80s.
Because I graduated high school in 87.
He's still wearing those drawers.
He's still wearing them drawers from 88.
Oh.
What year did you graduate high school?
What year did I graduate high school?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you.
Can I guess?
It was like back in the Civil War, I think. It was back
No,
then.
it wasn't. I'm gonna call bullshit.
I
Well,
graduated
That's
high
what you
school.
graduated. Can I guess?
Are-
Can I guess?
Are y'all
Can I
guessing?
guess?
Yes.
I'm gonna guess 82.
Nope.
Oh,
Am I
I'm
close?
gonna
78.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
That's
Nin-
when
19
I graduated.
I
Really?
have a brother, I have
Yes.
a brother that graduated in 78. My oldest brother.
1978.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
Georgia.
so sorry.
You
I
lost
didn't
him.
leave. I got somebody whacked me, man. I didn't leave. I got whacked, baby.
I
Yeah,
have
1978. Yeah,
No
78.
way.
No, yes
year.
way.
Yeah. Good
that was
year.
the year I turned 10. It was,
I
It
was
was a
9.
very good year.
Yes.
I turned
Those
10.
were
I was
the
9.
days,
Days,
you
my
weren't
friend.
thought we would
Marla, you weren't
never
10.
end.
I was
I
10 in
used to-
78.
No. 78?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
78.
My birthday is October 23rd, 1968.
Oh,
I just told everybody in
I'm
the
a
whole world.
69er, baby. 69er.
Well, you're a spring chicken, baby.
Yeah, I was born in 60.
Did you
I was
graduate?
born in 1960. I was.
Graduated
Yeah,
Born in
yeah, me
1960.
too.
I did
Yep.
too.
Yeah,
87.
January.
yeah. Oh, January 60. I'm in September.
Okay.
March 1st,
Virgo.
1969, baby.
Try to remember those nights in September when.
Marla, we're the same
follow.
age, girl.
Yeah, we are. And our mothers had the same cancer. And
Yes.
that's
Was her
That
name
ain't cool.
Sandy too?
what, pardon me?
What was your mom's name?
My mom's name was Jeanette.
Oh, my mom's name was Sandy.
Her name was Teresa Jeanette, but she went by Jeanette.
Okay.
And she was a redhead. My mom had a lot of red hair, but it was a dark red hair. It was the auburn color.
That's what I was born with, Auburn.
And she had, curly.
I remember my mom's friends always telling me I couldn't get that color hair out of a bottle if I tried.
Twinkle Eyes 62 says January 1960. That's when I was born. January of 1960. Yeah.
Wow.
60s were good times.
Yeah.
The
They were.
60s sucked for me. From the beginning to the end, everything seemed like it was in black and white. Like
It
all
was.
the TV shows.
It
And
was.
I got beat up every day.
Oh.
Every day.
Did
I
they
had a
take your
black.
lunch
All of
money,
my pictures.
Yorga?
All of my pictures from back then, I got a black eye.
No way.
Yeah, way. And once 1970 came around, I think pot came around the same time. And everybody got cool in
Yeah, everybody
1970.
Everybody's
And
like,
so, guys that
Is
used to
Twinkle
beat me
Eyes
up.
in here?
What?
Is Twinkle Eyes in the chat?
She said January 1960.
Okay.
Georgia
Twinkle Eyes
Georgia-
likes mescaline too.
Georgia Van Houten said 1959.
What is
I like those older women. I do. Yes, I do.
There you go.
Georgia, Joe,
Georgia, baby.
you're
I love
always
it.
on my
I love
mind.
your peaches, baby.
not Steve Miller Band. Is it Steve Miller Band that sings that?
Yeah, they did. Yep. No.
When you
Yeah.
want to shake your tree.
Right.
Or shake your tree.
Shake your tree. No, that's
I'll shake a tree, baby.
oh my god, I see them in concert.
What is the name of that band from the 70s?
Hold on.
It was
I'm a smoker.
Steve Miller
I'm
Band.
midnight.
Steve Miller Band. Steve Miller Band.
Steve Miller. Band.
Yeah, it was
Miller.
Steve Miller.
I see him
Yeah.
in concert twice.
I'm a joker.
Yeah.
I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight pole smoker.
I'm a midnight toker.
Well, Sassy Pants has to come on now. Say hello.
Oh, hey, Sassy Pants. You're so cute.
Just like,
Hey,
what is
Nikki.
Yeah.
that?
Can I just Outlandish Patriot at 8:53 says, I have a praise report. My
Yeah.
hubby is off the ECMO machine and doing most of his own breathing. He
Oh,
still
see?
has the vent, but the setting are just for support if he needs it.
All
Now he
praise
has
to
to wake
Heavenly
up.
Father,
Yeah.
Outlandish.
All praise, Heavenly Father.
Wait.
Thank you.
Go on.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead, Yorga.
No, you were going to say a prayer. I'm just saying praise
Oh,
God.
no, I was
No, I
just
was
saying,
just
all praise to
Praising
Heavenly
God.
Father,
Yeah.
that
We're
you've been
praising
praying for
Heavenly Father
Outlandish
for that
husband.
happening.
On this
Yes.
Pentecostal Sunday, that's great news.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You're right.
I missed it. What'd you say, Marla?
On this Pentecostal Sunday.
Yes.
It's Pentecostal Sunday.
Yes, it is.
I think things are about to ramp up, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
It's coming.
B
Get your
Dog says
motor
there's a huge
running. Head
B
out
Dog
on the
says there's a huge
highway.
line for passport photos here.
What?
You need to do a huge line to do passport photos.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
doing a passport photo. So now what are we gonna do? I'm asking
Our
America, I'm asking my country. I am not going to succumb to your crap. So now what?
Passport? What for? I don't even have a passport. I can't leave the country.
I've never
do.
had a passport.
I have a passport, but I've never gone anywhere with it. I've got one.
I've
Well,
never gotten one, and I don't plan on getting one. And I'll just stay right here in my good old country that I live in. And I'm going to go to Maine, and I'm going to go see Craig, and I'm going to just travel the United States of America.
are they
Okay.
trying to make us get a passport?
Yes.
No, I had to get one because the band I was in, we were going to do a bunch of cruises to Jamaica, and I can't even remember
I
where.
went to Jamaica without a passport.
Yeah, well, it was all these countries down there, Belize and whatnot. I can't remember what it was, but COVID hit. So I got my
Oh.
passport, and then COVID hit, and then we didn't get these jobs on these cruises we were supposed to go on to, and so I've got a passport and nowhere to go. I think I'd like to go to I don't know. I've always wanted to go see the pyramids in Egypt, but I kind of look like a white American, so
Kinda.
I'm pretty sure I might be a target if I get over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay in Texas for now.
I'm gonna get me some of that Q-tan shit, some of that spray tan shit, and start going humana, and act like an Egyptian. I could probably dance like one.
Walk like an Egyptian.
I kicked off again.
And now I got kicked off again. It's probably YouTube going, that damn Yorga again, that bastard. He's always
Yorga,
going to say,
when we were backstage, it kicked me back.
Huh.
Nikki had to bring me back up. Yeah.
You probably said something wrong, lady.
Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about.
I don't know,
Probably
but
was
you better
dirty.
watch your language is all I'm
It
saying.
was probably dirty.
I know you better watch your language, lady. YouTube will take you out of there.
Oh.
YouTube will make you disappear.
Yeah.
Good grief.
I said something wrong on YouTube one time, and this guy told me in the chat, he said, Team YouTube is going to come and get you. And I was taking a hike, and I'm like, what are they going to come up in helicopters and everything? They're going to rappel down. Team YouTube is going to come and get me. I was like, get the hell out of here, man.
Yorga, here's the funny story about that. My husband had a dream the other night. My husband doesn't dream. He's like, Nikki,
Oh, yeah,
you're
he
not gonna-"
does. Yeah, he does. He just don't tell you, baby.
He said, you're not going to believe this. He goes, I had a dream that these people were falling out of the sky in parachutes. And they all had all these big guns and stuff. And he goes, I don't know. He goes, we were leaving some middle school, and it was me and you and some other parents and some kids. And he goes, we're all leaving this middle school. And he goes, and I tackled this guy down that had come down from a parachute, and I got his gun and I gave it to you. And then I tackled another guy and got another gun for somebody else. And he's passing the guns out.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
Lord.
holy
Did he watch Red Dawn the night before?
No.
Red Dawn.
I said, you know what? I told my
Where?
husband, I said, anything's possible. I go, as long as you're going to be the badass like you just said you are, we're all good.
Yeah, in my dreams, I'm always the guy that gets captured and shit.
No,
Yeah.
he was passing
The
out that.
parachute guys come down and they
artillery.
grab me, and I'm like going, I'll do anything you want to. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
I'll be a bitch. I
I
don't care.
don't have dreams like that. I had my other one night. I had a dream about I was at a wedding, at a courthouse. I had no idea who was getting married. And then when they were about to get married, I was looking for, I said, where's the judge? I said, oh no, we're gonna get married through the vending machine, and then we'll get our marriage license after that.
Cool. What a cool dream.
What the hell? I was the only one that got done.
My marriage license was the vending machine.
No, I didn't want a baby Ruth.
Boom, you're married. It was the
married.
dream.
Right.
Did you get to pick your groom
No,
from the vending machine?
No, the couple was there to get
Three
married.
Musketeers.
And then they said that they were going to get married through the vending machine. So they put, you push a button, and it was like they would get married they'd get the marriage certificate. It was weird. I can't have normal dreams. I mean, I just have the weird off the wall.
No, I do too. Do you want to hear my craziest dream ever? My craziest dream ever.
Too. You go first, Yorga.
All right, I'll try not to take too long. I had this dream. I was underwater, but I could breathe, and I was fully clothed.
Oh, wow.
And I'm underwater, and I can breathe. And I was like, wow, this rocks, man. And I got in a fight with a sea turtle. I swear I had this dream. And the flat part of his belly was against him, and he's flapping me with his flippers and shit. And I'm trying to punch him and shit, man, and we ain't working, man. And it's like, man, shit. Then this big ass shark comes up and starts attacking both of us. So I grabbed the sea turtle, and I'm holding him to shield me against the shark, right? And he's biting on the sea turtle, and the sea turtle's like, what the hell, man? And this elevator door opens behind me. We're underwater still now. And I had a suit on, like a 3-piece suit, but it's all torn, all the shit from all the bites and stuff in me. And we go back in. Me and the sea turtle get back into the elevator, and the door closes, barely closing out the shark. And me and the sea turtle are laying there huffing and puffing going, and we're still in the water now. And the sea turtle goes, man, that shark sucked. And I woke up, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing like crazy because it's like the most insane freaking dream. I swear I had that dream. It was like the greatest and most traumatic dream I ever had.
I bet. Did you wake up with your heart pounding?
No, yeah, I woke up laughing. Because the last thing the turtle said to me, he went, man, that shark sucked. I don't know. You had to be there.
I had a dream.
I was the only one that was there.
I had a dream like 2 years ago that I don't even know. All I know is it was dark out, and I was on a street, and I looked to my right, and all these people were running. And I'm like, okay, I guess I need to start running. So I started running with these people, and I got up along the side of this car, and these two guys got out of the right side of the car, one from the front seat, one from the back seat. And all of a sudden they were dragging their legs. And I'm like, oh, they're zombies. I thought in my head, they're zombies, And I'm like, what in the Sam Hill is going on here? So I kept running. And I'm thinking, I'm going to run faster than these guys because they're dragging their legs. So I kept running. And all of a sudden I looked up, and there was like these pterodactyl things flying in the air, swooping down towards my head. I'm like, what in the Sam Hill's going on here? And that was the end of my dream. But I woke up, and my heart was slamming in my chest because I was running so fast.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fear.
Oh, total fear.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question real quick. I don't want to take over this dream, but my most craziest dreams are the ones, and I still have them to this day. I've had them ever since I was in elementary school. Where like you go to school, you're just going to school, you take your coat off, and you're naked. And you're like, shit, I forgot to put my clothes on today or something. I know that that's a normal thing for some people, but I've never talked to anybody else, and I'll still have them, or I might just be I might have underwear on, some tidy whities or something. you know, but it's like, man,
Haynes.
shit, I forgot to put my
One
damn
from
clothes.
1988.
What's
Have to
that?
be Haynes.
Was it the under? Was
I
it
don't
the
have to be
underwear
gay.
fake?
All right, you guys, I just have to read this comment real quick because I just seen it. Miss Minder Sue says SpongeBob, which I watch ritually with my son. He's 25 now. Growing up, SpongeBob's license plate address is Epstein's Island. What the F? In our faces for years.
No
I'm gonna
telling.
have to go back and
No.
watch again.
No telling. No telling.
SpongeBob's license plate read Epstein's Island.
It might be just, it's an Easter egg. It's something they were trying to screw with somebody with.
I hope
That's all
so
it is.
because I've never noticed anything like that.
No. Yeah, it ain't. It's a rib. You know what I mean? It's a rib. They're ribbing somebody.
That's what I'm saying, Wolfpack. Are you serious, Miss Minder Sue?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm gonna do my research because that's what I do. I'm a research girl.
Research it then, baby.
I've been researching, but I get some weird stuff. Like, I don't know. I get a little. I listen to it, and I'm like, no, I don't think.
Yeah, well, you know, you gotta discern,
Yeah.
Marla. You really do because some things just no.
Yeah, I just there's a lot of far out. I'll just say a lot of far out stuff that's like,
Yes.
Well, I don't think so.
I've been watching some stuff where they're trying to say that the moon landings were fake, and there is some compelling evidence, you know, saying that maybe didn't happen, and I'm kind of not saying I'm on the fence. I think we went to the moon, but I'm kind of, you know, I'll listen to whoever, I'll listen to whatever, and there is some evidence that says that maybe we did.
Yorga. I got to pull you back.
Okay.
And this is what I'm going to say to you.
Alrighty.
1969 is the year we landed on the moon, correct?
July of 1969.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. It's coming up here, July. You mean to tell me they had the resources to film from the moon in 1969?
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to say that.
Well, then how in the world did they even tell us that they walked on the moon?
I'm really, like I just said, I'm on the fence with this.
Well, but I'm going to bring you over the other side of the fence right now because there's no way in God's green earth. I'm going to pull you over.
We're pulling you over there, Yorga.
Pull me, baby. Pull me, baby. Pull me over that fence. Pull me on the other side of the fence, baby.
I can't buy it. I mean, I bought it my whole life. But then I started thinking about it logically. How in the world did they have cameras on the moon?
And we can't even get a cell phone.
We can't even get a cell phone. Diamond can't even stay out of the back room or Yorga from getting booted off YouTube. I call bull crap.
Bull Shasta.
I'm still not going to say one way or the other, but I'm not going to say one way or the other.
Listen,
I'm old enough. I'm old enough to remember. I'm old enough to remember when they did it, and it was on TV, and everybody in my neighborhood was watching that shit on a black and white TV.
Right.
In school.
I was only a few months old, but I'm just saying. I would like to welcome somebody to the stream, though.
Oh,
we watched it at school.
But you hate to, at the same time, you hate to say that all those astronauts were liars.
Marla Bedingfield, Yorga, everybody, please hang on to your Haynes your way.
Oh no.
I'd like to welcome to the panel our friend from New Orleans, Craig DeHunter.
Yay! I love your films.
I was
Craig,
holding my
did
breath.
you get a chance to have your dinner?
Yeah, I got on belt. Hold on, let me undo my belt buckle.
Okay.
Oh.
You need to take a poop, Craig.
Oh, yeah, I eat too much.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I have a lot of news on this subject. We
Oh, good.
definitely did not go there. It was filmed in Europe. It was actually filmed on a soundstage, supposedly by the guy who did Full Metal Jacket. What's his name? What's that?
No, hold on. Stop.
Oh,
Stop real quick. Stop real quick. Stanley Kubrick
cut.
at Cannon Air Force Base, which is in New Mexico. They did the first
Oh.
shot. Then
Yes.
they went to England to do the other Apollos, supposedly. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Yes.
And
But-
this is a fact. When Stanley Kubrick came out with Eyes Wide Shut, he said he would not release it until July 16th of 1999, which is the 30th anniversary of the moon landing. And they were like, no, we can't do that. He's like, no, I'm not signing this movie until. But think about it, Eyes Wide Shut.
Where'd he go?
Yeah. Where'd Craig go?
Craig. Oh,
Maybe he's trying to
It's
find where
weird.
they filmed the moon thing.
It's kicking people backstage. Nikki, you have a rogue StreamYard.
No, it's
I
because
do.
NASA. NASA is after us. I'm
There's
telling you,
silence.
Craig.
I came up here with definite proof that we did not go to the moon in 1969. And I would like to say we
no, we
probably
did
haven't
not.
even been in real space. Because
They
I've
said they
spent a
couldn't
lot
even
of
get it. They said they couldn't even get through the Van Allen belt.
Martin Scorsese filmed the moon crap. Outlandish says.
By the way,
No, it
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
Scorsese. It was freaking Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick. Hello, Nikki, Diamond, Marla. Great to see you. And
Hi,
Count Yorga. The show's been great. I didn't even want to come up here and ruin it because Yorga has been on a roll. And I love
you
it.
know- No, I love having you here. I love having you right now.
Yorga's got a big
right
old fat stogie to
next to me.
smoke. He's got time.
Oh,
You know what they call this? It's called a Winston Churchill.
Listen, my husband has a humidor the size of probably your house.
Oh,
It's a humidor, not a humidor. But anyway,
Humidor.
I'm a Michigander, so listen.
Humidor.
I
I like
speak the
humidor.
way I
I like
speak,
humidor
Yorga.
better.
what is that? Is that a?
That's how they keep their stogies moist.
It's a humidity thingamadoo.
It's
Yeah,
a
keep it
box.
from. Yep.
I don't smoke, so I don't know.
So
Some
listen, I
sort of
know
a
all
box,
about
I think.
stogies.
You don't know what you're
and
missing,
I know
baby.
how long they take to smoke them too. They take hours.
I love the
Takes an
smell
hour.
of good cigar smoke. Now I've
I
smelled.
could watch a whole movie with this one.
Yes, you can.
Wow.
I know. It's a Winston Churchill.
My husband will say we'll be outside having a bonfire, and he'll be like, "Well, how long do you plan on staying out here?" And I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because I'm going to light a stogie if you're going to stay out for a couple hours."
Thing is, you can put it out and go take a shower and come back and or have dinner and continue. It'll
Yeah.
just go out on its own.
That's what I thought, Outlandish. He has a humidor. That's a blood blood cap.
humidor.
A blood
It's a
cap.
It's a
humidor.
blood thinner. That mild humidor, it's a blood thinner, I tell you.
Yeah.
Diamond, I guess I say something wrong just like you do. It's
No,
a
Diamond's
humidor.
worse.
I'm always saying something.
Diamond's way worse. I saw her. Hey, I saw her.
I saw her in my car in
My
the
car.
park. In the park.
car.
Did you eat supper yet?
That's her Boston accent. Aren't you from Boston? You said.
Did you eat?
Diamond is, yeah.
Yeah, Diamond.
I'm from Maine, but it's close to Massachusetts.
Wait,
Listen,
Diamond.
we don't loan people money in
Okay, I'm
Michigan.
sorry.
We borrow people money. We
Diamond.
borrow you money.
Diamond was in the Funky Bunch. Diamond hit it.
Diamond is in the funky
Good
bunch.
vibration.
Woo! Sweet sensation.
See? Feel it. Feel it. Oh.
Get
Come
it,
on, come on.
Diamond.
Oh my.
Did you miss
Now.
that show, Marla?
It's about that time to set for the rhythm
I
of the
guess I
rise.
did. I don't know.
I got mine.
Oh my.
I want to see sweat.
Craig, Diamond,
Huh?
Yorga, Marla, you guys take over for a minute. I'll be right back.
Wait, wait.
Okey-dokey.
You notice she didn't leave me in charge.
Yeah.
That's a reason. No, so how was your food? Was it good?
It was delicious. It was ploys, Taiwanese food from the great land of Thailand.
Are you
You
drinking
call
milk?
it Floyd's?
No,
What's
that's
Floyd's?
iced coffee. I'm an iced coffee addict.
What's
I want an iced
Floyd's?
coffee.
Addicted.
I want-
Ploys is the name of the restaurant, Don.
Oh, okay. All right.
Floyd, like Floyd the barber.
They're very small Oriental,
Barber.
they're very short Orientals. Great food.
Now, how do you have your coffee?
You're being
Your iced
racist
coffee?
now,
What do you
Craig.
put in it?
I am.
What do you
very
put in
racist.
it?
Wait. What did I put in? What, Don?
Your coffee.
Coffee.
Your
I'm glad
coffee.
you asked.
Coffee. What's in your coffee?
Yeah, what did you put in your coffee, baby?
First, I like to use dark roast coffee. That's a must.
Okay.
Just have a nice,
Bourbon?
good dark roast.
And a nice
Dark
bourbon.
You don't even screw around with milk. You go and you get half and half.
Like
Okay.
real.
A real half and half. Ice and half and half. Don't get screwed and buy the fat free. You want all that good fat.
No, no, no,
You
no.
want the fat. Fat's the flavor.
You'll when I show you my creamer, you'll be jealous.
That's what they say. That's what they say. Dylan Mulvaney is a half and half.
Sometimes we'll even. He is half and half. Sometimes maybe more to the other side. Sometimes we get heavy whipping cream.
Sometimes you go more half than the other half.
I do a little more like.
You know, a little 3/4,
He's like an 80-20 hamburger.
a 20/40.
37.
What's happening?
That's called a non-dairy creamer. That's a non-dairy creamer, I tell you.
And I can
And then
only
we got off on Dylan McVaney. So
Yeah, I
oh
know.
my goodness.
y'all want to go shopping at Target?
No,
I heard
Hey,
they have a
Craig.
new section.
nope, I'm not going there.
Craig,
Yes,
did
ma'am.
Garrett change his name to this AM3R1CAR3GNZ so nobody speaks to him ever again?
Ever again? I'm just gonna call him Garrett because it's too hard.
That
I
is
think
like that's a ridiculous name, Garrett. Like nobody's gonna
Garrett.
type that out to say hi to you.
Please go
I
back
think
to
we-
Garrett.
I think we should all go to Target and buy all that shit, and then model it
The
on
tuck.
live stream.
You know what? Jorg is the reason I had to dress up like a woman one time in the church. He got upset. Jorg dared me. He's like, "Come on, let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it." And I'm like, all right.
Let's do a live streaming drag.
I thought it'd be
Donna,
more.
what's that?
It was horrible.
Lord.
It was
You
not.
guys-
No, and I didn't do it, and you did it.
Here's
I
my
know.
half and half.
I was gonna put the lipstick on like
It comes in a glass container. It's organic.
Is that milk?
Oh,
Is that milk?
It's half and half, but my milk comes in a bigger glass
Are you
container.
kidding me? That's like 1920s stuff in the
yeah,
milk.
that's like
tubes.
cow shit going on here. What's going on,
What?
That's
Marla?
like 1920s
in
stuff in the milk
Texas.
chute.
We get our own organic milk here in Texas.
it looks like you milked a bull or something in there.
Right.
That stuff is thick.
You can't milk a bull, trust me.
No, I've seen it on Jackass.
We've done it before.
Jackass.
I saw it on
You bet.
Jackass. They milked a bull.
It's just not milk.
They're from North Texas. There's two different families that send all over Texas. Well, we're just now getting it. So South Texas, I don't think has it yet, but they
Wow.
it's organic milk and it's all in glass jars. If you can get your milk in glass or if you can get it in cartons, don't get it in the plastic because it just ruins the milk. It is really, really good. But this is half and half.
What about the carton? Is the carton bad?
Carton's okay. It's
All
better
right.
than the plastic.
I do the carton.
But I like the plastic taste.
The
Look,
mo-
I like pink slime. I like all that shit that people tell you not to eat, man. I love all that shit.
He is right. The trans fat was the best fat. I missed that. I really did.
Damn it. You know you're right. You know you're right.
Here we go again.
You know what? Trans fat is the only trans I want. That's all I want. I want all the other trans to go away.
Trans fatty acids. I
want my
love.
trans fat back.
How do you think I keep my girl's figure? It's trans fatty fats.
And you know what? They
What
tricked
is
us. They
going
slipped it in.
on?
They were going the Trans-Siberian Railroad. They were, they were tricking us with this trans word. They kept out Transformers.
I know, and then they got in there at Christmas. They got in there at Christmas with that Trans Fatty Siberian fucking orchestra.
The orchestra, we all fell in love. We all fell in love with their music.
We all did.
Oh my
Trans Fatty Siberian Vienna Boys Choir Sausage fucking
Festival.
God.
Exactly.
Orgasmic milk. Oh my God.
Sorry,
Oh
Nikki.
my Lord.
You don't have to be sorry ever.
Nikki, we've gone off the rails. It's
I know.
gone off the rails.
Bring it back, Diamond. Bring it back. Roll it in.
Somebody's got to
Really?
remember that. The Trans Fatty Siberian Orchestra.
But I was thinking about that the other day. They really did. They trick us
Hey,
in with it.
did the milk bowl have a cigarette afterwards?
I turned into a communist after I heard that shit, man. And it was Christmas music. How do you do that?
Tennessee Ridge Runner wants to know, did the milked bull have a cigarette afterwards?
Mm.
Did the who to the what?
Did the milked bull have a cigarette afterwards?
You know the
I
milk.
don't know. I wasn't watching that bull.
Yeah,
I was watching the cow.
that milk y'all get at the store is very watered down, from what I hear.
Ew.
Less than 50% real milk. Like from real milk from the cow is really thick, from what I
It
hear.
is.
So
It is. Some of it is.
I'm
It'll-
lactose intolerant. You guys aren't singing my game here.
It'll,
you got
it'll
that?
what happens is the cream will rise to the top of it if it sits too long.
Ah.
Milk.
Something's really strange with my stream right now, you guys.
What's going on? Are we in another matrix of some sort?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Strange with my stream right now, you guys.
I like getting my milk.
Whoa.
I like getting my milk from those cows from Chernobyl, where the cream comes to the top and it's like glowing and shit, and it's got that. Yeah, it's got that radioactive thing going to it, man. Gets me through my day. Chernobyl milk.
I've discovered what the strangeness is. It's right here. It's Yorga. Were we having an echo-ish? Did y'all hear an echo?
Yes, something really weird's going on.
I don't hear echo.
But you know what, Nikki? I got kicked out of the stream and chat when I was in chat. And
In my
when we
chat?
come up here, no, but listen, when we come up here, it threw us backstage when we started talking about sensitive information.
Sensitive information.
There is no doubt in my mind
About
you're on
milk.
a watch list, and we are all now on that watch list because of associating with you.
You know what? I'm really sorry if I put you guys on any kind of watch list,
That's
but
great.
I've been on the watch list since 2020.
I've always been on watch
What?
list. I've gone to suspicious houses I should have not gone to. I've always been on watch lists.
Listen, I live on the edge all the time,
This is what I said.
and
Holy way.
Don't comply.
I will not stop. God's got me. I know that. I'm going to
Don't
keep
go.
doing what I do. And if they want to take me down, that's what they're going to do. And I love you all. I'll see you on the other side. I don't know what to say, but I'm not going to stop being me.
We'll
Ever.
find you. We'll find you.
Amen.
Will this watch list increase our views?
Ooh.
Yes.
I don't know.
The
Um,
more
Everybody hates me.
I wish
Um,
I cared about that, Diamond. I don't
Timing,
even care
right.
about that.
No people hate you.
the more of them
Everybody
watch
hates
it.
List, Nikki.
Everybody hates me. I get
You
kicked out of
Diamond,
every
just
group
tell
I've
them
ever
when
been
you
in.
go to camp, you want to be in Nikki B's camp.
Yep, that's it.
Craig the Hunter, Jeff Riddle, Marla Benningfield.
Hey, I have
Marla, we want to be in the same camp.
All the cool kids.
Let me tell you something, Nikki. You and I, we're the Gen X. We're the
You
type.
don't want to look. You don't
We're the
want to
top
stay in
kids.
Yorga's tent though, because we're going to be playing strip poker. I guarantee.
Oh, baby.
I'm not into poker. I'm not very good at those.
Oh,
I'm
well,
really
you
good at
would be
poker, Yorga.
if you're
Your
stuck in
clothes
my
are
tent,
coming off,
lady.
boy.
Yorga's gonna be Marla's gonna be naked.
No,
Yeah,
boy,
oh,
I'm
yeah.
not playing.
Three
Yorga,
hands, three
I'm
hands,
really good
three
at
hands,
poker.
and she's naked. Yep,
I'm
Not
really good
yet.
at poker. So your clothes are coming off.
I'm
and that
good at
cigar
it
is
too,
gonna be in
baby.
my mouth.
I'm not good at blackjack.
And Sam's gonna put anything in your mouth.
I said that cigar. I will own that cigar by the time I'm done with you playing poker.
Okay. That's up for bids too, baby.
Yeah,
That's
right.
up for bids.
Yeah,
If you get a full house, you get the cigar.
that's
The
right.
Going to be
That's
sought
I'm
right.
out.
pretty good at games. Oh, well,
That's
not
the
poker,
stogie.
I'm not.
You get a
Oh.
4 of a kind. Hey, it's done. I'm naked.
Diamond's really good at cards too, so don't sell her short either.
I
It's
wonder
so
if they have a
dirty.
commissary there. Where they be able to get
I'm
stuff.
just saying, if we all go camping, you don't want to be in my tent because we're playing strip poker. I'm telling you.
Oh, you don't want to be in my tent. I dream hard.
Oh,
Listen, we're not going to be in tents. We're going to be in
Yeah.
a cinder blocks. So we're
Or
going to be
some- yeah.
we're going to be sending files to each other to try to
shipping
No, if we're
container.
going camping, we're going to be in pup tents. Trust me, baby.
can't. But are we talking camping? Or are we talking special camp?
No,
No,
we're talking about
we're
special, yeah, like
talking
when they come
government
to-
issued camps.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay, the
Yeah.
special camp. Oh boy,
They're big plan.
It can be as special as you want.
I really
I
hope
want
it doesn't
I
come to.
want Liz Griswold in my camp, and I want EOT in my camp, and
What if they actually put us up in hotels, nice hotels?
that's not good. That's for illegals, honey.
That's only
could
for
still-
illegal.
You could still play strip poker in a hotel.
What room do we go to? Come on down to Yoga's room, baby.
Oh my lord.
Hey.
Yorga, do you have tequila? That's the only thing that makes girls' clothes come off.
Of course, I have tequila. Of course,
Do that. Nikki, I know
Oh
that.
mercy.
I'm fine.
it's the magic
Anita.
stew that makes poker work.
Right. Diamond's dying right now.
Can't even-
Oh, and I'm
She's
telling you,
muted. She's
one thing I
out.
gotta warn you. If I
Trouble
play
with tequila.
poker, with you, I cheat like shit. My dad told me, win if you can, lose if you must, but cheat like hell
Yorga.
all the time.
So
Did you
listen,
ever watch-
You cheat, and you know what that means, right?
Yeah, you ever watched old westerns? Do you not know what
Yeah,
happens?
that's a bullet between your eyes.
yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm old. I've had a good life.
I hope so.
Good lord.
Damn,
You
I don't care.
Years on there. If you,
I don't give a damn.
check a
I don't
sleep.
like cheaters. Cheaters
Check-
never prosper, man.
You're
yeah,
right.
look
No.
at what's look at the leadership right now. Ooh.
I don't cheat on lovers. I just cheat at cards.
No, you
Oh,
can't
that's good.
cheat in cards.
No cheating.
Win if you can, lose if you must, but always, always cheat.
Mm-mm.
Wow, Yorga. I will never sit down at a table with you ever.
Yeah. Watch Yorga.
Don't go to Vegas because if they catch you cheating, you
Oh yeah.
Oh, Yorga.
No, when I go into I've never been to Vegas.
Never?
Oh,
No,
I need
but
in my
Well,
20s.
watch
Twice a year when in my 20s, I used to go.
That's another story. My brother
Maybe
wants me to
you're
go to
like-
Vegas bad, and I don't want to go with him.
I've been to
But I've
Yorga.
been to Atlantic City, and I'll tell you what I was lucky as shit at was roulette, and you cannot cheat at roulette.
You're right.
No.
And I
Roulette,
won
that's a hard one.
for whatever reason. I was lucky as hell, and I won tons of money.
That's
Tons.
Way better.
Yeah, you can't cheat at
Your
roulette.
odds
You
are better at roulette. Your odds are better as well. I believe.
your odds are way better at roulette. It's a better game, man.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
I won
Even in
thousands.
South Carolina says, please convert those crazies. We don't need them here. What crazies are you talking about, Wolfpack?
Yeah. Which ones?
Because I'll be more than happy to
Plenty of us.
boot somebody out of the stream.
Oh, do we have crazies in the street?
I haven't seen anything. I was wondering what she's talking
I
about.
know. I should pay more attention. I know.
I was trying to. Liz is in here.
Yeah, we got Grizz. If she sees anything bad, she'll take care of it.
And EOT's in here.
Yeah.
Wolfpack. Let's see.
What you talking about, believing? What you talk about, girl?
John Dunning's in the house. He's never been to a
I should pay more attention. No. I don't know how many times. If I had a nickel for every time I said to one of my wives, I should pay more attention, I'd have about $250.
Oh, okay, Wolfpack. Thank you.
Sorry.
I've been to Vegas a lot, and I've won big on the roulette table, and it was by luck. It's all luck on the roulette table.
It is. You can't cheat at roulette. That's
No.
why I like it.
I
Right.
won big time. I was downtown Vegas. And
Then you
Did it say black?
they were
the
like
horseshoe
trying to give me a
thing.
room and food vouchers. And I'm like, nah, I didn't see in this dump. I just wanted to take my money and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
I was smart enough to know when to just go. I've won like hell. I was lucky as shit. And the next day I got up and I lost $40, which is nothing.
Where did that go?
Like in like 5 minutes, I lost $40 and I went, you know what? I'm done. And I was going home that day anyhow. And I had like 25 grand in my pocket, something like that, you know, the day before, and on slot machines, I was lucky as shit too.
I don't like technology. It sucks.
I just kept winning, you know, and the girl I was with was like, you know, and she was losing like hell. And she's like, you know, what's up with you? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just winning like hell. You know? And
Good days and you have bad days.
Do you have a
Yeah.
rabbit?
You had a good day, it sounds like.
I had a horseshoe up my ass, I think.
That's what it was.
That's it. I bet you walked funny, but hey.
You got to have it turned
I
up.
always walk funny, baby.
It's got to catch the luck. If you have it upside down, it's going to spill the luck out.
Yeah,
Well, the
you get
thing
that.
was, Craig, I walked in there. This is Atlantic City. I've never been in a casino in my life. Didn't know what I was doing. When I won on the slot machine, I thought I broke the machine because it was going crazy. It's going.
That's great.
I'm like, I broke this bitch, man. I'm gonna have to get out of here, man. You know, or
It's,
somebody arrests me or something.
no, they
And
pay,
I won $560. I'd been there 5 minutes. I
That's
won
great.
$560.
Good payout.
you never win on the slot.
I know. I just got there. And
You got something special.
literally, I didn't know what I was doing. But roulette, I understand. You know, I understand that game. And blackjack, I'm just not I'm not that smart enough for that, I think.
I know what you
You know,
mean.
I know how it works and everything, you know, and I get that, but I'm not counting cards. I'm not doing roulette. It's a little ball that rolls around and stops somewhere. You know?
That's it. Unless it's magnetized. You remember in those old westerns, they had the
Oh,
guy had
yeah.
the little button, and you
Yeah.
press the button.
Mhm.
Like the Wild
showing
Wild
us
West.
Yep.
And
Oh, I
Greg
love the Wild
Greg.
Wild West.
So wait a minute, Garrett, you just turned 22 years old. I knew you were young, but I didn't know you were that young.
He
My
is a puppy.
friend.
He's a puppy dog.
Yeah, I'm
he's
only
wet behind the
22 years old.
Wow.
Mm.
My son's
I
older
look
than you.
old for my years.
York, you looking actually pretty. Yeah, York, you look pretty decent for your age there.
I'm only 73.
It's very young.
Stop it. No, he's not.
He's not 73. He is not
You
73.
just
I'm
told us how old you
63.
were.
He's 62 or 63. Yeah.
I'm 63.
63.
I don't do that line about my age stuff.
By the way, Yorga, I loved your video on tuning your Fender guitar. I really never knew.
On the whole tremolo thing.
Yeah, I never knew about that, man. That was so cool.
So Yorga, tell me. So I know you were in a band, right?
I was in a bunch of bands. But anyway.
Okay, so I mean, I've heard a little bit about you. I've heard you talk a little bit. So were they like hair bands or?
I did it all. Real quick, my teachers were jazz guys, and they taught me jazz when I was a
Okay.
young man, a very young man. And then I got into playing. I got into a band that had horns and stuff. It was like a big variety band. And then I did the hairdo thing with the hair and everything. I've got pictures out here. I don't have to show them to you.
Hair bands
Um,
like in the 80s?
Yeah, 80s hairdo bands. I did
Yeah.
that whole thing. And that was the worst, actually. That was the least money and the least everything. And
Really?
when I came, yeah, that
Should have
sucked.
came to Detroit, dude. We were all about the hair bands.
We were trying to be famous, man, and we were very, very good. But I came out of that and I got into a black band, a funk band, and for a solid year I did that. And that was the most fun playing music and the most women and the most bling and the most money. And I
All
swear.
about the women, the women, the women.
What? No, I don't need to talk about that. But after that, I got into. I've been in bands for, I got into this other band, did all this English music. All we did was English music for a while, and I got out of them for a while. Then I did like a Led Zeppelin group, and then I came back to the English band again, and that kind of went by the wayside. And I'm 63 years old, so I'm kind of done with it all. But I've got this house full of equipment and guitars and amps and shit everywhere. That's, it's like, what am I going to do with this stuff? I don't want to sell it, so I got to save it for all my kids once I croak, and then they can sell it as vintage gear,
How many kids you got, Yorga?
I had 4, and now I have 3.
Okay.
And they're all, I raised my kids, and they're all empty nests. I'm empty nest now. It's just me and my cat.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all good. They're all successful, except for the one that passed away, and then the rest are all doing very, very, very well for themselves.
Good deal.
And he has the biggest tuxedo cat I've ever seen. It's huge.
Yeah. He's still around. Man,
What's his
Craig, he's killed a rabbit, a squirrel, a real big squirrel, 2 cardinals, a hawk. I've never had a cat that killed a hawk. He killed a hawk, and it seemed like there's something else too.
The hawk probably went for him and messed up. Picked the wrong cat.
It was a small hawk, like a teenager hawk.
Yep, messed up. Bad decision.
Messed up big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a 20-pound cat. What's that?
Did any of your kids go to college?
No.
Okay.
But they've all been successful.
That's all right. And that's all right. That's okay. I'm not
No,
saying
but they've all been very successful.
the only reason I'm asking is I got one graduating this year. In August, she's leaving for college. I'm freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
I was just looking for a little advice. That's all.
Oh, I have none. I'll tell you this: that my son, that's the one that's still alive, is 32 now, and he never had college or anything, but he worked his ass off up through the ranks at the company that I worked for, and now he's a supervisor on all day work. All day.
Awesome.
Yeah. Instead of shift work or what? Yeah, he's the shit. But he has no credentials, so he wants to go to college because he's been in like these big meetings with like big boss guys,
Right.
and they're like, "Where'd you go to college?" He was like,
Isn't it sad though? It's so sad. He knows his crap. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, I know. He knows his shit, but he's embarrassed by he has no degree.
Credentials. I
You
know.
know what I mean?
But it's
But they trust him so much, they put him in a position where he's like the shit. And I mean, he had a position I would have never had. The whole time I was at that same company for 35 years, and I was always in the trenches. You know what I mean? I was always, just in the trenches, running the machines and stuff. And they gave me some opportunities to maybe move up into management. I'm like, man, I don't want to fire anybody. I don't want to discipline anybody. I don't want to get the phone call that you're coming in sick. I don't want any of that. I just want to come in and do my job and run my machine and twist knobs and and that's how I was my whole entire life. But he went, screw it. And they gave him the opportunities and he went right on up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, he's done very well. I'm talking about a kid that at 18, he left my house and never came back for money or anything else. And he's always bought his own vehicles. He's always bought his own, he just was going up, 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 up. And I could not be more proud of
absolutely.
him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Great.
With no college, with zero college, Yeah.
Jeff Riddle is telling me I wouldn't send her to indoctrination camp B. Well, here's the thing, Jeff. Here's the thing. I'm not going to shatter her dreams. Number one. Number two, I raised a great child. She has got everything she needs to go into this indoctrination camp. She knows she believes in God. She loves her country. And she's a Republican through and through. So let her go. Let her get her education. She wants to go into criminalistics. She wants to do crime scenes, which she can further her education and be FBI if they're still around. Maybe she can change the FBI. I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to let her be her. And I raised a good kid here, and maybe she'll make a difference.
Good.
And that's the way I feel about it.
Good.
I'm not going to stop her from her dreams. And she's going to play softball. So she's going to play softball in college. And that's been her dream her whole life. And I'm not going to stop her from that.
I think that's great.
Can I say something real quick? When
Yeah.
I was a kid, I came back to my parents. I don't know how many times. I'm broke. I'm out of work. I need a room. And they always had an extra room I could stay. My kids have, except for the one that passed away, but the other three have never done that. Never. It's like birdies you kick out of the nest and they fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all three of those have flown and done well and are successful, and it's like beautiful. It's like wonderful. They've never come back to me, they've come back, but not to like, I've lost everything. Can I come stay here? Because I've lost everything I've ever had in my life at least 3 times, if not 4. Yeah, I mean everything. Everything. I got to start all over again. And none of my kids have done that at all. And if they did, I've told them all, I said, you'll always have a place here if shit goes tits up.
That's right.
You can always come here. Come here. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. And then none of them
have
have.
our kids' backs, no matter what.
And who knows, that time could be coming for even us as adult kids. I may have to move back in with mom if everything goes to poop and they ask for your mortgage right away. I'm not going to be able to pay all that.
Listen, my daughter just said tonight, she said, listen, when I graduate, I plan on coming home. I want you and Dad to know I'm coming back home. And I'm like, you will always have a home here.
Always.
No matter what. And
Always.
I said, and if you find that college isn't for you, that's okay. You still have a home here. I will support any decision you decide to make. This is your journey. You do what you feel is right for you. And that's just what you can be as a parent. Period. That's the way I feel.
I don't care if it's all 3 of them at once. You know what I mean?
Right.
All 3 of them at once, their lives go to shit. They need to come back down and back to Dad. Yep. We'll figure it out. And I ain't got that much room here, but we'll figure that shit out. I'll sleep on the couch. I don't give a damn.
Right. I'll give up my bed for my kids too.
Boy, Jeff Riddle sure is causing trouble in the chat, isn't he?
I know. Well, Jeff's telling me I shouldn't send my daughter to college, but you know what? I'm going to let her go, Jeff. I got to let her spread her wings. And
he's always pushing buttons.
He says, I've seen it happen more than once. Crush her dreams now while she's young.
But
you know what, Nikki?
I'm not doing
we can always go back to, do you remember a few years back when Jeff Riddle got us all to go to Hillsdale College and do that course about the Constitution?
Yeah, he said this to
I do.
No,
yes. Shit. Well, guess who's finished the course?
You
did.
I did. I finished the course probably a month or so after we did. Guess who has not?
Jeff Riddle.
I didn't do it either, Diamond. I refused. I was too cool for school.
Oh.
If I could be half the girl, half of the brain that my daughter is, half of when I was in high school, if I could have gave half of the attention that she put into high school, I wish I could go back and do it all over again.
But you know what's funny,
I
Nikki?
admire her.
Oh, I
Nick-
hated high school.
Nikki, you know what's funny about what you just said? She
What?
thinks just the opposite. She thinks, how am I ever going to be as amazing as my mother? And you
I
know
don't
that's
think
true.
so.
No,
I
you know that's
agree.
true.
I agree with Craig.
You know that's true. That's how, like I'm still trying to think, how can I live up to the standards that my father was? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's pretty
I get-
impressive.
I get where you're coming from, but I'm going to tell you what, I put her on a pedestal that's really high because I admire the young woman she is today. I really do.
That's awesome.
So, and we're paying a lot of money for this college, even though she's got a lot of scholarship money. A lot.
By the way, we're still looking for a philanthropist out there who would like to donate. I think all we need is $20,000 to make it all line up.
But do you guys admire the young woman that I am?
Yes, Yorga. You have
All right,
become
thank you.
exceptional.
I know. I'm a 6-year-old girl named Eloise.
Uh-oh, you're going to be popular. You might even get a contract with some beer company.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Yingling. Right.
Carol Z, she's going to university. She's going to
Wait,
regular college.
Wait,
she's going to play
I'm putting my
softball.
bathing suit on.
No
Oh,
tuck.
No,
tuck, Yorga.
no bathing suit, please.
No tuck.
Is he changing his clothes?
No, but he
I
does
gotta
have a
tuck
great
it.
wardrobe.
Hold on, I gotta tuck it in now.
He has
Oh,
vintage
shit.
clothing.
Can I shut the camera off? How do I do this?
No.
Leave it on, baby.
Don't worry, he won't get too outrageous. He's good. He's good.
Right. It's gonna be it's a one piece, not a 2-piece.
Oh,
Is it a Speedo?
oh no.
No, it's a no. That would then I'd be topless. You don't want that.
on my show, please, God.
You don't want to. You don't want me topless. Then you see my man boobs.
You know what? We should bring back the old timey bathing suits that they used to have back in the day. You remember? It was like a full outfit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I want one.
Very, very civilized. I think we
All
should bring that
striped
back.
and shit like Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, and you would
Laurel
change
Hardy.
on the beach.
I love Laurel and Hardy.
So do I.
But you remember they even had the little changing thing on the beach? It was like a little curtain
Man,
thing they went
dude.
into.
I swear, I was playing at Virginia Beach in the 90s, and they still had those things up there. They were called cabanas or cabaranos or something. You could rent them, and it was like a little
Cabana?
like-
Yeah, probably a cabana. Yeah, a hut.
Yeah,
Cabanas.
I guess so, man. It was weird, man. I was playing a gig down there, and they had these things that you could like rent, but it wasn't really like a room, but it was like you could go and change and shower and I don't know if they still have them or not, but I mean, all the way up until the 1990s, they still had them.
That's nice.
Mhm.
I guess I didn't get to use one.
Oh,
I was just a
somebody's-
band whore.
Somebody's biscuits are ready. I just heard the timer go off.
Somebody's biscuits are ready, baby.
Your biscuits are
Sorry,
ready.
it was my phone. It was my phone.
Your biscuits are ready, Marla.
Your biscuits are burning, baby.
Don't talk about my biscuits.
I can talk about your biscuits all I want to talk about your biscuits.
Are they
It reminds
homemade?
me of a John Wayne movie that I like to watch.
Correct.
Oh,
True grit, true
no,
biscuit.
MacGruber, huh?
McClintock.
McClintock.
It's
McClintock.
True
Yeah.
biscuit.
McClintock when
The wife.
what
the
is
girl,
this?
the lady's
Jules
mama.
Wills. He goes up to Yvonne DiCarlo and he goes, "This is my boss, Mr. McClintock, and he has a few choice words about your biscuits."
Yeah, yeah.
And then they kind of look at each other and he's like, "Oh, they're good."
What was that one movie, you guys? I like mustard on my biscuits.
Oh, Sling Blade.
Sling Blade. There you go.
I can't think of the name
I
of
like
it.
mustard on my biscuits.
I couldn't watch that all the way. It started.
Oh, I love that movie.
I sort of got creeped out, so I wasn't for sure. I thought, "Oh, I better step away."
Yeah, that movie creeped me out too. I gotta admit.
Oh, I liked it.
Jeff, what are you talking about? You like my biscuits.
He likes whisker biscuits.
He loves them biscuits.
Everybody likes a whisker biscuit. Trust me, lady. Trust me, lady. Everybody likes a good whisker biscuit every now and then.
Y'all are crazy.
This is Juicy Couture with your hot, delicious whisker
Juicy
biscuits.
Couture, the house.
Juice's hot whisker biscuits.
Diamond's all muted. Diamond, are you still with us?
She said she'd be right back.
Passed out, probably. She's like, oh my God. They're talking about biscuits.
She had to go
Talking
get a
about
little more.
Whisker biscuits.
She got a little more cream for her coffee.
She went to go get some Bisquick.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's what I make my chicken and dumplings with is
Oh,
Bisquick.
by the way, somebody brought up Popeyes. Yorga, you did. Popeyes has a delicious buttermilk biscuit.
I've got some right here. I went there tonight, dude.
So good, dude. So good.
Yeah,
That's
and they're
my
not
favorite.
super thick. That's what I like about them. They're kind of thin.
Yes, and if they made them right, they're just moist enough with butter to be.
Yeah. You
John-
put some
John-
whiskers on them, and they're great.
Oh.
Dad,
Listen, I guess
Biden-
I'm just saying, Biden is the banjo player on Deliverance.
You know what?
No.
He really does look like that, though.
That's
Yeah,
what
he
John
looks like a
Funny.
kid.
So
I
you know what I got to say? You know what I got to say to that, Marla?
I don't like-
like a pig.
I don't, because of that movie, I was a child and we had it on television and my dad, we watched it. I mean, you know, I didn't get it until I saw a lot of stuff and I was like, oh my God. And Dad said, sometimes men are just mean. I mean, he was there watching the movie with me. My parents never let me watch movies by myself, but the banjo, I can never, when I hear a banjo playing, that's what comes to mind. Deliverance. And my brother Benny teases me. He goes, "You sure do have a pretty mouth, boy."
That's what Helander
And I'm like, it creeps me out.
Yeah.
I got to tell you a story about that movie right there. 1971, I was 11 years old. And we had a little shitty movie theater that I could walk through my neighborhood and I have to walk through a golf course. And it was 3 miles maybe. And they had like 75 cents to get into the movie theater. And the movie was Deliverance. And I thought it was a movie about camping. And I'm by myself, right? I'm by myself, 11 years old. I didn't know that men did men or women. I didn't know about none of that. No. And I walked out of that theater a changed man. I was like, because I swear I never knew once all that shit started going out, the one thing that stuck with me was Ned Beatty. After it all happened, he talks to his friends, which was Burt Reynolds and the other guy, John Voight. He goes, "You aren't going to tell anybody, are you?"
Yeah, right.
Like, "You aren't going to tell anybody, are you?" How do they kill them guys and stuff? I was like, oh my. And so I had to walk all the way home through a darkened golf course with no lights and all the way back to my house. And I went to bed going, what the hell did I just watch? I thought I was going to watch a movie about camping. I thought it was about camping, damn it.
Oh, shit.
And it changed me. That movie changed me for my life because I didn't know.
Me too. I hate banjos.
They say the kid that looks like Joe Biden was just sitting there because he was retarded or whatever. And somebody stuck their arms through and started playing the banjo. It wasn't him playing the banjo.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. He was a complete and total, you know what? I don't want to say the word because
inbred, I believe is what they call it.
Yeah, inbred.
Yeah.
What, have you ever been to West Virginia? I've been there before. It's kind of like that.
Yes, I've been many times.
It can be scary.
But that was supposed to be actually in Georgia. Yeah, that was in Georgia.
You know what? I got a buddy has a similar story. He would do movie night with his parents. So he would go pick out a video at the video store. So he saw a movie and it had Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix, and it was My Private Idaho or Your Private Idaho or some shit like that.
I remember.
Idaho.
I remember that, but I don't remember what happened in it. I
It was
remember
an extremely gay movie. They were gay prostitutes, but he didn't know this. So he goes home, he's sitting there with his parents, and then the first scene tells you what the movie's going to be about. And his parents look over at him and said, "Do you need to tell us something?" Like they thought he was trying to communicate something with
Oh
them.
my God.
He just picked the wrong movie, is what happened.
Oops. Isn't that
Yeah,
the
that can happen. That can happen.
And
Isn't
Hollywood does that. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to ask, isn't that the movie at the end, River Phoenix, he dies of an overdose, and then like a year later, he really dies of an overdose?
I was never
Some
able.
weird.
Yeah, I was never able to watch that movie. So
I
don't know.
never watched it either, but I heard about it.
That could be. That could be.
I don't know, but I've been to the Viper Room right there where River Phoenix died on the sidewalk. I've been there, just standing there by myself.
Boy,
You know, they shut it
Hollywood-
down, right? The Viper Room is shut down.
They're shut down. They're getting ready to tear that whole block out. But
Oh,
I've
wow.
been there. I was there in 2017, and the one thing that stuck in my head was, and I'm there by myself. I did not go in the club because I had an underage daughter with me, so I couldn't go to clubs and whatnot. And she wasn't with me when I walked down to the Viper Room that day. But there was, you know how people chew bubble gum and then spit it out and it gets flattened on the sidewalk everywhere?
Yeah.
It was like that. It was like chewing gum everywhere, man. And I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it was.
Like a
I don't know,
biohazard.
Yeah.
Biohazard.
Yeah, biohazard.
Well, they got some kind of wall somewhere where they stick gum to it. It's like a wall of gum.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It was like that there, though. I don't know why everybody. Maybe they were doing certain drugs that make you like chew bubble gum all the freaking time or something.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, ecstasy was like that. Well, think about this.
Yeah.
Hollywood's such a dirty place. I don't know if y'all seen this guy. He just recently got saved by Jesus Christ, which is amazing, and I truly believe it. And
Good.
But he's not your typical person. It's Richie the Barber. He's that tattooed clown guy who's like confetti the Kardashians and all that stuff. But anyway,
Does he have a
He was-
mustache that goes like this?
yes, he has the
All
motive.
right, I've seen him.
He's
seen
got
it.
the stories about the true, like he was invited to basically a Satanistic party in Hollywood with big name people participating, and he tells the true stories of this stuff. And he's a little scared right now. He's been having a lot of threats against his life, but even talking about he cut the hair of one of Obama's bodyguards, and he said he brought up reptilian, dude. And I've been hearing a lot of this reptilian talk, and I know it sounds crazy.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Well, a long time ago, there was this guy who said there was deep bases underground that contain these reptilian people. Like I'm talking back in the early 70s or maybe even before that. This guy came out and he got killed off. So
Yep.
Anyway.
I know you're talking about. He lost some fingers. That guy.
yeah. And so anyway, there's like all this stuff, man, with these people. It sounds crazy. All right. So I'm still looking into it. But they're like some kind of hybrid crap, like some kind of lizard people. I don't know what it is. It's weird. The queen might be a head lizard.
What?
She might be an
She's
iguana.
dead.
Well, she was an iguana.
She's dead though.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
die.
I don't
Apparently
know.
they die. Yep.
I don't know if you've ever been to Sunset Boulevard or Hollywood Boulevard, but
I have.
it really does. I love going there for like 4 days, and then I've got to come back home to the East
So
Coast. I'm
dirty.
an East Coast guy.
Yeah.
It's dirty, and it has Johnny Depp had the best description. It was like it's not just a smell; it's a taste,
Ooh.
the taste and the smell is like concrete, asphalt, cigars, liquor. I don't know, maybe cocaine, everything that you want to, mix up. And I swear when you go there, it has a taste to it. And I can only take like 4 days there, and I'm going back home. Because I'm from Virginia. I'm from Virginia, man. I'm East Coast dude. Man.
Yeah, but you hear a lot of stars say that they leave. They're like, "I'm so glad I'm out of Hollywood." You know.
Man, I know Scott Baio just left.
He's in Florida.
Yeah,
I was in LA in 1995, maybe, and I was on Sunset Boulevard. That's when the song first came out, and I thought it was so cool. But I will tell you guys, even then, I felt like I was in outer space, and I couldn't wait to return home. I felt like I was in another planet. It wasn't another state. It was another planet. That was back in 1995. Yes. It was so bizarre. People were just rude and weird and bizarre. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody in California right now. I don't mean to, but that was my experience, and I couldn't wait to get home.
My father used to call it the land of fruit and nuts.
It's cool as shit. It's cool as shit in one perspective, and scary as hell.
Yes.
In the other. You know what I mean? And like I said, you can look at me and tell that I could probably fit in down there. And I do for a little while. But after about 4 days, I'm like, where's my flight? I want to get out of here.
I can fit in anywhere. Yeah. I really can. But if it's not for me, I'm going to know it real quick, and I'm going to run.
Yep.
And the older I get, the more I want to run.
Go with that gut instinct. That's
Nikki, if there's a pineapple on the porch, run. Don't go.
Craig, I taught you about the pineapple on the porch. I know about the pineapple.
I remember that conversation. I was like, what's with the pineapple?
Look, Marla, I'm telling you, don't go there. Or if you go,
no, y'all told me. I was like, what? Oh my God.
Jeff Riddle said Bourbon Street is like that. I've never been to New Orleans.
Well,
but I can imagine it's just another LA.
It is.
It's freaking Sunset Boulevard.
Bourbon Street can be that. That New Orleans in general can be a beautiful but dark place. Yes.
I just want to experience it one time. That's all. Then I'll go home.
No, we're going to make it beautiful for all of us. It'll be beautiful.
I went to San Diego and I went to LA in the 90s, but I didn't go into LA. We stayed kind of, I don't want to say outskirts. We went to Magic Mountain.
That's in Valencia, California. Okay. I've been there. That's where. Hold on a second. That's where Wally World was filmed.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Valencia, California. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I will relent, but yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, I just went for the roller coasters. Yeah, they had great roller coasters.
Colossus was the name of the roller coaster.
Oh, okay.
I was too chicken to get on it because one set of the roller coaster was going front ways, but the other set was going backwards.
Oh.
And they only did it. They did it at night with no lights on.
Oh
and
no!
I was way too chicken. I was way too chicken to get in that. But that's where Wally World was, Valencia, California. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break you.
No, you're good.
You're good.
Hey, Craig.
Yes, ma'am.
Jeff says Craig wouldn't know. He don't go downtown.
Well, just not with Jeff. I just didn't go with Jeff. That's the only. I mean, my aunt lives there. I always go visit her, and then we were there just last weekend, but Jeff wasn't there. That was the only thing. Jeff's going to get you arrested. That's what's going to happen.
Something's going on with my stream, you guys.
Are we here? Am I here?
Yeah, we're here.
You're here. We hear you.
I was typing in. I can't even get back to my chat. I was typing in. Anyway,
Jeff said I went to Brokeback Mountain. Jeff, where is that mountain?
Jeff, we're going downtown, and I even want to go to the red light district. That's what I was going to type in, but it took me. My whole phone shut down.
I don't know where we get prostitutes. To be honest with you, I'm going to have to look that up.
I don't want a prostitute. I just want to go down there.
Oh, all right.
I want to experience it all.
She wants to see
Jeff how he knows where Brokeback Mountain is.
Yeah, Jeff. How would you know? Jeff, we shared a room together, Jeff. We shouldn't talk about that.
Brokeback Space Mountain.
Jeff, do you remember that night in Mississippi?
You remember that night with my hands?
He took him up on a Schmatterhorn.
Craig asked Jeff Riddle too. Would you like Haynes my way?
My way, Jeff. Jeff, can you smell that?
Can you smell what I'm cooking?
Can you smell that?
Oh, mercy.
Oh, Tennessee came up with a great name. Brokeback Bourbon Street.
Yes, Bourbon Street. I want to go to Bourbon Street.
Could you see us all in the house like the real world kind of shit?
Big brother type of thing.
Oh my God.
You'd have to give me my own room.
Oh, Yorga, you would definitely be invited. Yorga's smoking crack in the bathroom. We got you smoking crack in the bathroom.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. So
oh, look,
with
it's
a hooker.
News.
No, you forgot the hooker. I need a hooker.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bubba News is in the chat. Good to see Bubba.
Jeff Riddle, we're going. Period. We're going. I already told my husband we're going.
Yeah, we're definitely doing it. So, Jeff,
We're
you
only
gotta
going
figure out.
when she's on her period.
What?
Why then?
Well,
She
that's
said we're going period.
TMI.
No, I want her in a good mood.
Lord have mercy.
She's anything like Anita.
Off this panel right about now, Funk Soul Brothers.
Anything like Anita Farting House. Ooh, Lord. Shit.
She said we're going period. I said we're going on her period.
We're gonna plan the month out.
Bubba News, please come join us.
Yeah,
Hey,
Bubba, get up here.
Look, if we go when she's on her period, we won't need any security.
And everybody, we like to thank.
Need security if you make her mad.
We like to
That's
thank.
what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter if I'm on my period or not. You piss me off, you're in trouble.
We like to
what I'm
thank Count
talking
Yorga.
about, baby.
We'd like to thank Count Yorga for joining us on the show. Thank you, Count Yorga.
Count Yorga.
Is it the part where I get kicked out?
Yes.
It happens every time.
Yorga has been kicked from almost every channel out.
I've been kicked out of everything, man. I got
It's
kicked
great.
out of the Bozo show when I was a kid.
Really? The real one in Chicago?
No, the cheesy one that was here in Richmond. And I
used to love the one in
Oh,
Chicago.
Outlandish.
We
I'm
used to
just
get
I'm just
sorry.
That's okay. Go
we
ahead.
used to get WGNO in Louisiana. So I would watch Bozo in the morning. I didn't realize where it was. And one morning they were like, it's snow, no school. There's no schools canceled. So I'm like yelling at my mom, school's canceled. School's canceled. It's like, what are you talking about? That's in Chicago. And that's when I realized.
Can we welcome to the show Mr. Bubba News?
Hi,
when you
kid.
Welcome.
That's when you realize you still had to go to school, you dumb bastard.
I was dumb.
I'm afraid to see what I walked into. Craig's cooking something?
No.
Or is
Craig
he
is smoking the pipe.
Oh.
I'm right here.
So he's,
Yorga is smoking the big pipe.
so he's
What
smoking
did I
the
do
pipe.
now?
Craig has gas.
I have the giggles. I'm sorry.
And she has the giggles.
Diamond's been silent for too long. Diamond,
know.
come back to me.
He fell
Diamond.
asleep.
I'm here.
Oh yay!
Okay.
There she is.
He's here.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing too hard, so that's why I'm muted.
She's been
This
launching
is too weird,
stickers in the
Craig.
background.
Craig, look, I got Nikki on top of me. You've got Diamond on top of you. Oh gosh, now he's looking up like the.
Yorker's got Marla on top of him.
Yeah.
That
Here's
sounds-
the story of a lovely lady.
Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, girl, what's up?
What's up?
I'm going upstairs. See you
Just
later,
looking at
boys.
you, Bubba.
Man, we saw underwear earlier. Now we're gonna see.
Diamond, he's going upstairs.
I'm coming up to you, Diamond.
Oh no! I do have $1.
Is that what it takes? Do I need to pay a ferryman? What is there, a moat?
What's your stage name?
What?
Bubbles.
Juice it.
Bobblehead?
Bubbles.
Oh, Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Bubble.
Tiny bubbles.
I'll give him $1 too. Tell him first, pull his shirt up.
Bubba,
Yes.
I don't want to depress anybody out there, but what's going on in the Middle East? Anything I should know about? I always like to ask you.
No, it's just nice and quiet. Just some internal
Peace.
shooting and yeah.
Oh.
They
That's
bombed
good.
Damascus for the 17th time this year so far tonight. Yeah.
Bubba, I loved your live stream yesterday.
It
I did.
was just fun. And,
It was good. I'm
was
sorry I
good.
didn't catch you live.
I
I
caught
was
it
out
after
putting
the fact.
mulch out in my flower beds.
oh, you did?
Yeah. So when I came back in, I'm like, oh, Bubba was live. Crap.
I got a text. A gal cooked her family dinner listening to it. So I'm like, hey. But I guess, and it makes sense because I was mentioning like maybe I should do it more because there's a lot of people out there that are just lonely and they just, want something to do or something to
That's
listen
it.
to or, good camaraderie, come in, shoot the BS and chat.
That's why I did this tonight.
Right,
I have nothing to show.
Well, Craig does, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
Keeps
Craig's got
lifting
a
his
Hanes-
shirt and
Haynes his way to show.
Haynes. He just wants a phone call from Michael Jordan.
I'm still waiting for that check from
Yeah,
Haynes.
you
I'm
guys,
waiting.
we're like the Brady Bunch right now. Seriously, look
We
at her
just need
panel. I'll be Diamond can be Marsha. I can be Jan because you got pigtails. You can be Cindy.
I want to be Peter. I want to be Peter Brady.
Okay,
Peter
And then
Pumpkin
you're
Eater.
Greg. Or no, you're Wait a minute. If Diamond's Marsha, then you're Craig, and then you.
Bubba looks like Greg.
No, you're Greg.
Oh,
Greg is Greg.
Greg.
Bubba looks like Greg.
You're
I can-
Greg.
Am I
I
Bobby?
could be Mrs. Brady, the
Am I
Carol.
Bobby?
wants to be Bobby?
Hey, Greg was hitting the mom. So you got to give it to Greg. He was hitting the
You're
mom.
gotta be Bobby.
I'm Bobby, the special one.
Here's the story of a lovely lady.
Lady, the youngest one had clap.
No.
I don't think so.
Penicillin works.
That's you, Marla.
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
Marla
Oh,
got the
sorry.
clap. Marla got the
Sorry.
clap.
Clap.
Marla got the clap.
That's what we used to sing in my neighborhood when the show was on. We used to
Oh,
always say, the youngest one had clap.
He grew up in a tough neighborhood.
I grew up in a tough neighborhood. We were the kids that took the black G.I. Joe and put him with Barbie in the Barbie dream house and let my sisters come in and discover, that shit's true. I'm sorry. I don't want to be racist, but we did.
All I did was pluck the feathers out of my sister's parakeet. We thought we could
Oh,
fly.
my word.
We thought we could fly.
Oh my
Was
nose.
it dead or was
Oh
it
my
alive?
nose.
No, we just took its wing feathers. We just wanted the big wings.
Well, you ruined them.
We
I
thought
can't
we
eat
could
Chick-fil-A ever
fly.
again.
You thought you could fly? You did he die? Did the bird die?
No. He was alive, but my sister was very upset. She was crying.
Look, you made him so mad. He jumped out of here.
Look, Bubba just got kicked backstage. Just Nikki, look backstage. You'll find
I
Bubba.
got him.
Oh, there he is. He's
I may
back.
just got kicked out.
Run away.
Why does it do that, Nikki?
I was just getting you some penicillin. I heard somebody had clapped. I don't know.
Bubba's got it.
Bubba was behind.
If
Bubba was
anybody,
backstage getting you some medication.
It's Bubba's News and Drugs. Bubba's News
is anybody
and
enough?
Drugs.
Is anybody old enough to remember the Beatles figures that had the like Paul and the
Oh yeah.
John and the?
No.
Those things are worth money now. I guess.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know they're worth tons of money. We ruined one. My buddy had the Ringo one, and he had the hair hanging out, and he had like this one drum, and she loved it so much, and we chopped all of his hair off, and it was
Oh no.
it was plugs coming out of Ringo's head. Yeah. It was the kind of shit you did to your sisters back then, man. That's what we did, man. That's what we were there for.
Oh Lord.
And he had this Ringo, had this
Oh,
big
no.
nose, and these plugs coming out of his head. Yeah, it was great. That thing is probably worth $400,000 right now.
Oh God.
No, I don't know if it's worth that much, but it's probably worth a hell of a lot of money. But not with all of his hair cut off. We gave him a crew cut.
Oh wow.
Man,
Oh wow.
that's like 70s PTSD.
Yeah, it was like 70s PTSD.
Do you remember the metal lunch boxes that we had?
Oh yeah, with the thermos
Yeah.
inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, those things were brutal. Yeah.
Listen, this boy was picking on me at the bus stop, and my brother took his metal lunchbox and slammed into this kid's head and said, "Don't you ever mess with me." My brother never stuck up for me. He goes, "Don't you ever mess with my sister." And I'm like, that Fonzie lunchbox was awesome.
Wow.
And he always had, my mom always put like a banana in there and like a peanut butter sandwich or something, and it always smelled like horrible. And I had
They
the
always
Lost
had a
in-
weird smell. What was that?
Yeah, I always had a weird smell. I had the Lost in Space one with the
Oh,
robot.
The Peanuts. I had the Peanuts gang. Oh,
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's awesome. And you got
I could-
beads around his neck.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
from
got
Mardi
in
Gras.
trouble if
He
you
went
didn't
to
bring your
Mardi Gras. He
lunchbox
saw
home.
some tits. He saw some tits. Yeah, he did.
did we lose Craig?
Did you go
He went
visit
to go look
Craig
for his
with those
lunchbox.
beads? We lost Craig.
We did.
I did nothing. I did.
Oh no.
His wife made him cut it off.
His wife said, "You're done for the night."
Wife said, "Yep, no more Stingray for you, baby."
Oh.
Pull the internet.
Y'all are cracking me up.
I can't believe it's almost June.
I know.
This
It's
is
crazy,
wild.
right?
Oh my God, it is. What,
Welcome
Thursday?
back to the show, everybody. It's Greg.
My
Now
phone-
he's over there.
My phone overheats. It gets too steamy in here, and the phone overheats. And
Oh, we're switching
That's
partners. I
toxic.
see how you are.
I know. But I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye, but I wanted to say goodbye to all y'all. I love you all.
Oh, so your wife is making you get off the internet.
No, just the phone's going to keep overheating. It overheats, Nikki.
Where's your computer?
You gotta
It's
get
in
rid
the
of
other
all the
room.
cord.
That's a lame excuse. Your
It
phone
really
is overheating.
is.
I don't believe it.
It's a lame excuse.
It's like
I
you
have to
live next
stand-
to the Hurricane Katrina, and my phone is overheating or some
I had to
shit.
stand near a freezer the other night just to keep the phone going. And I don't want to stand in the freezer, but I've done that.
Let me check my phone, see how hot it is. It ain't
Oh,
hot.
so you don't want to do it for my stream, but you'll do it for other streams. Oh, I
Nikki.
get it. I understand. It's okay, Craig.
You
It
know
gets
what,
hot.
Craig? I'm gonna buy
Get your
you a
ass in the
phone.
freezer, Craig.
I'm gonna buy you a phone cord.
Why don't we do that? We need to come up
Cool.
with some sort of way to
I
cool
know.
these iPhones and Androids or whatever you got.
Right.
Cooling
Phone cooler.
We need a phone cooler.
It's going to be a phone radiator. It's going to actually have like freaking Dex cool going through it. And
Yes,
shit.
Cooling
cooling.
mechanism.
Freon.
Yeah.
Like my
Freon.
1947
that?
my 1947 refrigerator I have in the garage.
Can we get Freon still?
No.
You can get
You
Freon.
can't get
still.
Freon anymore.
Yes, you can.
We gotta go to a licensed dealer. I think you can still get
You
it.
can still get it.
The good stuff.
That guy's down the corner of the street, man.
Craig, I have a
Yes.
question. What software do you use to edit your film?
Oh, that is easy. You ready for this one, Marley? You're gonna laugh.
Okay.
Okay.
I only use iMovie. I just
Oh,
use
that's
the
what I got.
iMovie.
I've got that.
That's all I use.
How do you cut and splice it all together? I mean, how do you do that?
In iMovie. Yeah, you just do
Well,
it.
I go to iMovie. I've done some stuff in iMovie, but I don't understand a lot of the.
Create your own. Go to create your own movie. It'll give you storyboards to go by, like themes, DIY videos, all that stuff. But go to the bottom and create your own. And then you can slice it, you can fast forward, you can slow it down, you can do I'm learning all kind of stupid stuff, but it's easy. iPhone made it real easy.
It says movie magic.
You can make such movie magic using iMovie.
Wow. No,
it really is.
You say movie magic. That's what that goes through my head. That old 70s.
And I don't normally share that tip, but I shared it with
chicken
John. John uses iMovie to do his videos, and
storyboard is the
storyboard will give you I think storyboard makes you pick stuff, but go to the bottom one. Is just create a movie. Your own movie.
Yorga, that stogie's going down. It's going down.
Yorga, how big's the stogie?
It's going down. I know. I see it.
Wow.
I'm watching it. He's got another hour on it, though.
You know what they call that around here? A Philly blunt. That's not Philly
Blunt. I'm here, Lazarus.
40 a shorty and a blunt.
Oh.
Okay, one more question, Craig. When you use music, where do you get your music for the videos?
It also contains music.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
And you can pay to download your own music if you want to.
yeah, you could do that
Like
too.
$1.99.
Okay.
Yep. And they
I've
have
done
choices of music in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done videos for my kids.
Yeah, and then I'll snippet music, like real music, but I only put a little bit, and I put background music because the AI doesn't catch it, and that's how I get away with playing real music for about 5 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna be going to bed here in a minute.
Right. It's like, welcome to the hotel.
Boom.
California.
And you cut it off, but you also with the background music playing behind it because that kind of messes
It confuses it. It can't.
Yeah.
Diamond saying goodbye, you all, I think.
Good night. We'll see
I gotta
you
go to
tomorrow.
Good night,
See you
Diamond.
tomorrow.
Good
Be
night,
careful.
guys. Have a good night.
Thank you
My
for joining
granddaughter.
me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. See you
Thanks
guys.
for having you. Thanks for having you, Diamond. Thanks for having
Yeah,
us, Diamond.
thanks for being you. Right.
Thanks for you being
See you
you. Diamond.
tomorrow.
I love Diamond.
Is this the part where I get kicked out?
We're all going. I'm leaving too. I gotta go to bed, Nikki. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm going into work.
Are you really on Memorial Day?
It's so busy. That's why I'm going in, and I gotta make up. I gotta make up some hours.
He's
How
a
long you gotta
harbor
work for,
master.
Greg? Just a few hours, or a
Yeah,
full day?
I'm probably just gonna go half a day.
Okay.
So
Well, have a great day at the Haba.
it'll be great. I'm gonna get a suntan. We might barbecue.
Oh.
Are
Come
you
on,
gonna
by.
film?
Wait, what's that?
Are you gonna film tomorrow?
I'm always trying to look for film opportunities, but sometimes I forget. If I get too busy, I forget to film it.
That's
And I
it.
should film it because it's great content.
Craig, did you ever have a moment that you're like, crap, why didn't I film that?
I always have moments.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. No, but you're
Lost
right.
opportunities.
You're right. But then it can be annoying if you're filming everything. Also,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Good night, EOT.
You got to be a good
Night. Good night, EOT.
night, EOT.
Good night, EOT.
Well,
Love you, girl.
Nikki, thank you for having us. This was
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, that was
Thank
fun.
you. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, of course.
Enjoyed
It was an
myself.
impromptu live, and yeah, it was a good time. Thanks for joining me, everyone.
Very good times.
Hey, thanks for having me up.
Of course, Yorga.
Very brave.
I dropped the link for anybody, and Yorga, you were a special treat tonight.
Well, thank you very much. I know I'm a jerk.
No, I
but
never said that. Them are
We
your
always
words,
need that.
not mine.
You didn't have to say that.
Every show needs a heel.
I'll tell you when you're
Right.
a jerk. And you were great tonight.
Yeah.
Enjoy
really
the rest of your stogie, by the way.
I try to be charming as I can be.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of that stogie tonight.
I know, me too.
Oh yeah.
And Bubba, good seeing you too, sir.
Good to see you. I'm trying to think what I'm going to make for dinner.
I love Bubba.
Bubba, what you got? Whip something out, get creative.
Bubba, you got anything to share with us tonight?
I thought it. Yeah, I've got a lot different ideas what to do, but going into let's see here, June. There's going to be a lot of fear,
Yeah, it's coming.
And the thing that God keeps throwing in my mind is fear not, fear not,
Yeah.
fear not.
Yeah.
Because
Fear is an evil spirit.
Well, I've said from the beginning of all of this when I started my channel. Well, actually, when I was on before my channel, but I always said, and I don't know why, it was in my spirit, they're going to bring us to the precipice.
oh yeah,
We're going to go. We're going to be brought to the precipice. We're not going to know our butts from our hole in the ground, and fear not,
Right.
because God's got this, no matter what. God has this.
Hey, you were
But
speaking
we're
of
gonna
dreams
see
earlier.
some really weird stuff coming up.
Yep, you were talking about the dreams earlier, Nikki, or somebody was.
Yeah, I was.
I had a weird one. I remembered it too, which is
Yorga
weird because I don't usually
a lot
remember
of cool
the
dreams.
But I had a dream, and it was a chaotic scene. It was a shit hit the fan scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, when my husband brought that dream to me the other day, I said, "Oh, you had the dream," because I've been seeing on the internet so many people have been having like-minded dreams. I'll say, not the exact same dreams, but like-minded dreams.
But I hadn't had it, and I had it, so I had it.
Okay. Well, you know what that tells me?
Hmm.
God's preparing you. That's what
Yeah. You're right. And you know what? I've been through that shit with Katrina and stuff like that. So I've had a preliminary, and it ain't no fun.
No.
But I was able to handle myself better through Ida than I ever did before in Katrina. So you
I
learn
remember
from
watching you in the dark.
Yeah. But I learned a lot of that. Look, Katrina was a lot more worse off. Well, worse storm, but worse off mentally, just everywhere. Everybody was a mess, So total chaotic scene. So, but hopefully, we'll be good. Like you said, God will be with us.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know who's out there in our chat right now, but if you don't believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, seek him now, guys. I'm just being honest. Seek him now, because time's a ticking. And
I do.
I do. Sorry.
I do, and I agree.
Yeah.
I do, and I agree.
He's capturing a lot of people. And that's a beautiful thing. I see more people going to Jesus right now than ever before, and that's awesome.
Me too, Craig. Me too. I seen a short the other day. I just happened to click on it, and it was a liberal, and he said, I'm just going to paraphrase here, but he said that I can't believe what I was duped into, and my eyes are wide open now, and God is the only way out of this.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Go
I'm sorry.
ahead, Marla. No,
I was
go
just
ahead.
going to say, I suggest if you're out there and you want comfort, Psalms 91 is always one of my go-to scriptures.
Awesome.
It's everything that you need.
It really is.
In that one scripture. It's your protection, God's hedge of protection over you. And he'll protect you, and you will only witness, as it says, the punishment
Of the wicked.
of the wicked. Yes.
Right.
So, I think that's coming.
The reward of the wicked. He gives them a reward. That's even worse.
Here's the great thing, though, you guys, is, Jesus Christ died for our sins. I mean, he's already claimed our stake here. So all you have to do is just repent. Just tell God, I'm sorry for, your sins, and repent for your sins, and God will forgive you. He hears you. He will listen to you. Just seek him.
And
He's
come
there
as a
for
child.
you. Lean on him.
Come as a child. Forget what
Yep.
you do. Come open. That's how you gotta. Yeah, it's
easy as that, though. I mean, people think like it's it's so hard. It's not hard. It's easy.
yeah.
And just build a relationship with him, and you're all set. Bubba, am I speaking wrong, or am I right?
No, I'm just listening.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
you're speaking the truth. You're speaking
Right.
the absolute truth. God has been incredibly quiet to me lately over the last few months. I've talked to him. I've tried to talk to him, and he's sometimes he's quiet, but I guess those are the times that you need to listen.
That's
Mhm.
right.
And
You're
He's
right.
still listen.
100% right, Yorga. You got to listen. This is your time to listen now. You listen to where he's guiding you.
there's
Thank
so
goodness I
much.
got you
There's so
guys.
much deception.
Oh,
So
but-
much.
Yeah.
And it's getting stronger and it's getting worse. And I believe what's coming in June too is there's some things that they're going to release that they are going to find that is going to change and shake the course of Christianity and really shake to the core Christians, because the things that they're going to present were going to look very real, and it's going to throw away a lot of the beliefs that we have in the Bible. This is how crazy this is going to get.
Yeah.
And because
Don't
it
buy
talks
into
to
it.
even the miracles and the signs that are going to be coming. Miracles and signs are not a indication of a changed heart and a new creation in Jesus Christ,
that's right.
because the powers of Satan and the demons, you know what I mean? So that's what's coming. Yeah. Just be alert. Yeah.
That's it. But they
Don't
are
buy
seeing.
into it.
Yeah, they are seeing more proof of the Lord.
Yes.
With every Euphrates drying, people are paying attention to things that are
Well,
happening.
it's like everybody is in a normalcy bias right now because it's this area of calm. Even right now in our society in America, with our dollar still at the bubble, but we still have a dollar.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, once
Right.
that goes, I don't think just the ramifications of the freedoms that are going to be lost. I mean, it's really going to start hitting home.
Yep, you're right, Bubba. Man.
Stand
July
firm.
23rd, USA, July 16, Canada.
Just stand firm, though, and know that Jesus or Heavenly Father told us he would never leave us or forsake us.
And
Yep.
that's the other thing. Everything that's coming to pass is because it's been written down. It's
That's
prophetic.
right.
It's all coming to pass.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People are like, man, it's getting bad out there. I'm like, really? It's like the tribulation's around the corner or something. Duh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I don't know. Whatever happens, you guys, I'm ready. Whatever God has planned, I'm ready.
That's
So I fear not. So that's how
It's gonna be, yeah. And digging into the word, because the word is the only truth in this world of just full of lies and deception. It's like, oh man.
Right.
And
I
more
just think
people. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Craig. I was just
No, I
going
was
to
just
say
gonna
real
say
quick.
more-
I was going to say that people want intel. The only intel you need is right in that Bible.
Yeah.
That Bible will tell you every step of the way that you need.
And so much more of the legacy media is being exposed as the bull crap that it is. You know what I'm saying? They're exposing all of that. All the
I've heard that people try to read more in the Bible between the actual words to try to read between the lines than they actually do the words of the Bible, trying to figure out like,
That's
Yeah.
true. They'll pay more attention to the study part of the Bible. Like, not
I
the
mean,
Bible
there's
words.
31,100 plus verses in there. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so much. There's your rabbit trail that you'll never come out of once you dive in, if that makes sense.
No, I got a buddy. I have a buddy who's also my pastor. He had a learning disability, and because of that, he has to read over and over. But it's benefited because he
Same here, yeah.
he actually gets what's being said and picks
Right.
stuff out that we miss.
Stuff
You know?
is jumping out today that people couldn't even see a couple years ago. I
Yeah.
mean, because it's like everything that's been sealed, the prophecies are now being revealed. I mean,
Yeah.
John Dunning says, "Yea, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil.
I know.
For thou art
art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort
they
me.
comfort me."
Can
Yeah.
I
When you
say
hear
something
that-
real quick? Can I say
Yeah.
something real quick?
Yeah.
This Bible, I've bought several of these.
Okay.
My original copy, this thing is missing, and there's all sorts of whatnot in there, but it's called Extreme Faith. And it's because I'm not a smart person, and if I read the King James version, the these and the thous, I don't
Oh, yeah.
understand. I don't understand.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's
That's
in
okay.
a lay- it's okay. Is
This
it in
one-
layman's terms?
You're smart. You're smart enough to know that you can get a guide or a better reading material to understand it.
Yeah,
So
new
you're
NIV or whatever. Yeah, you could use.
Don't
there's
let
different-
anyone tell you you're
Yorga, what is
That's
that
right.
book? What is it?
I've read this 3 times.
What is it, Yorga?
It's the Extreme Faith is what it's called. It's a Holy Bible,
Extreme
con-
Faith Holy Bible.
contemporary English version.
Okay.
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 you know.
And, so it's
I
not
love
like
that.
thou shalt not kill. It's more like you will not murder.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
Right.
mhm,
It talks to me.
mhm.
Okay.
That's
That's
in
because
layman's terms. I love that.
Here's the thing too. When God put down the 10 Commandments, He never said, "Thou shalt not kill" or "Thou shalt not murder" or whatever, because that's the King's English. He said it in Hebrew, so it needed to be translated through Greek or Hebrew or whatever to finally get the dumbass English like dumbass me understands.
You're not-
And it's
You're not
all
dumb.
in here. It's
I love it.
all
I love
it's
it. I want to
all
buy
in
one.
here. Oh yeah.
That's
It's called Extreme
Contemporary English. Yeah.
Extreme
Okay.
Faith. It's just a
It's a simple version of the Bible. I love it though.
Yeah. And
That's
a
what- a lot of people need that.
You can
when
go
the-
on your phone. You can go on Bible Gateway and get the Bible on there, and you can get any version that you want to try. It's all, so
You have to be careful with the translations. You do.
they do say that,
I
but what?
get that. I
Get
get
which
that.
one you like.
But
I like
this one,
New King, I like
this
New King
one,
James.
I think is the stuff. I really do. I
And
really
look,
do think this is the one. And I've worn out 3 versions of this.
Oh,
wow.
I love that.
I want to hear Psalm 91 in that version. I do want
Me
to hear
too.
that.
All right.
Can you look it
Can
up?
we look it
Yeah.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, give me a sec.
that's a good one. I prayed that during the hurricane when it felt like the roof was going to be ripped off.
Yes.
Hold
I
on a
was
second.
praying that the whole time, and we were fine. And there was
My
destruction all around us.
eyes are not that good. Hold on. I'm at Psalm 90. You want
91.
Psalm 91?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to hear the wordage. I just want to hear how.
All right. All right. This is what it says. Psalm 91. And I hope I don't tear up.
It's okay.
If you do, you do.
I cry all the time when I pray.
The Lord is my fortress. Live under the protection of God Most High and stay in the shadow of God All Powerful. Then you will say to the Lord, which in the old Bible, whenever it said Lord, it was his name, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever. Okay? Whenever it says the Lord in the Bible, it was actually his name. You are my fortress, my place of safety. You are my God, and I trust you. The Lord will keep you safe from secret traps and deadly diseases. He will spread his wings over you and keep you secure. His faithfulness is like a shield for a city wall. You won't need to worry about dangers at night or arrows during the day, and you won't fear diseases that strike in the dark or sudden disaster at noon. You will not be harmed, though thousands fall all around you. And with your own eyes, you will see the punishment of the wicked. The Lord Most High is your fortress. Run to him for safety, and no terrible disaster will strike you or your home. God will command his angels to protect you wherever you go. Excuse me. They will carry you in their arms, and you won't hurt your feet on the stones. You will overpower the strongest lions and the most deadly snakes. The Lord says, if you love me and truly know who I am, I will rescue you and keep you safe when you are in trouble. Call out to me. I will answer and be there to protect and honor you. You will live a long life and see my saving power.
Wow, amen.
Amen. That really does. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty good. That covers exactly. I get the same translation I get from mine.
Yeah. And I was going through my book. Of course, I don't have the King James Version. I don't even know what this is that I have. I've had it for so many years.
This one is so good because I
That's a good
understand
one.
it. The thous and the these and
Yeah.
the thou shalts, are not in here. It's like you will, can't you, understand me, dumbass Gary,
Oh, you're not a dumbass.
No, he's kind of dumb. He is pretty dumb.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not. Nobody's dumb.
I'm just kidding.
The King James Version is a bit hard to understand, but I have this one's the new. It's the NIV, I think, version, and then I have another one that another Bible similar to what you were reading. That it's a art Bible though. You can color in it and make notes and everything. So, but I like that.
Yoga, I loved every minute of that, and that was awesome. Can you tell Outlandish Patriot one more time what the name of that Bible was?
It's called, and you can get this for like $4.95
Stop
on
it. Really?
Amazon. Delivered to your house the next day. It's called Extreme Faith.
Can you tell us the author? Is there an author on there?
God.
It's under
Big guy.
It's
the American Bible Society.
It's
American
weird
Bible.
because this is the one I looked for because this is the one I read back in the 90s. Remember everything back in the 90s was extreme, everything
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
skating, extreme, everything was like that back then. And now it's kind of like goofy, I guess. But this is the one I wanted because this is the one that saved me.
That's awesome. I'm glad you shared that.
Awesome.
Just always remember, Yorga, like John Dunning just said, Jesus is a personal relationship, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you get His word, whether it be.
It's alive. It's alive.
I want to say.
Yeah.
I want to say something else about this.
Okay.
Real quick, and I'm not trying to anyway, I had a son that passed away, and before he passed away, I went looking for God, and I was getting pulled by literally Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'm not saying anything bad about any of these people, the Mormons, people that I knew that were just pulling me. Every denomination, the Pentecostals, I played in a Pentecostal band at the time. Everybody was, and this is where I found this book. And through all those people that were trying to pull me to their denominations, this book is the one thing that made me find God and made me find peace with my son's death. Okay? This is it. It wasn't people. It wasn't bands I was playing in.
It was God's word.
It wasn't, and I'm telling you, they say that the closer you try to get to God, the more the devil will try to pull you
away. Yeah.
Man, I was in there, man. I was in there. Everything was trying to pull me apart.
You were in the battle.
And this is where I found him. It's in this very book right here, which is the Bible.
Yes.
It is the Bible. Again, I read it 3 times. Does it make me an expert? It doesn't, nothing. But I did find him here. I found him here.
Brought you peace too, right?
Right. Oh God, it brought me peace.
Oh yeah.
You want to know what brought me the most peace? And I'll tell you this, and this is very, very personal. My son died of overdosing on heroin. Okay, 17 years old. 17 years old.
That's my daughter's age.
But I was in a Pentecostal church at the time, and the preacher came over to my house because I was in the band. I was, one of the guys,
Yeah.
And I asked him because I didn't understand this before I read this whole book. I asked him, I said, where is he? And he said, I don't know. And here's the thing. And that pissed me off.
He said that to you?
Yeah, yes. It pissed me off. And I didn't like him from that point on. But anyway, like 3 months, for 3 months, I was going through this turmoil of, it's my son in hell. Is he in hell? Whatever. Right. Here's the thing, and this is monumental. Out of the blue, I don't know if you've ever had God talk to you, but when he's talked to me, it just comes in like a flash. It's not like a sentence of, hey, Gary, blah, 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 blah. It's like a flash. And the flash that came to me was, do you forgive him? This is my son. And I went, of course I forgive him. Of course I forgive him. Of course I forgive him. And God said to me, how can you be more forgiving than I am? Okay? Because God is the most forgiving. Mm-hmm. How could me, this skeleton piece of meat on earth, be more forgiving than the Holy Father? And I instantly got peace. I instantly got peace.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
I just forgave my father while you were saying that. Just to do it, I mean, literally.
I instantly got peace and knew that he was with the Father. So all these rules and stuff, and a lot of these rules and stuff are in the Bible saying, that you can't be forgiven or, man, come on.
I don't buy that. We can be forgiven. Jesus Christ died for our sins on the cross.
Everyone.
Yeah. I'm sorry to get so heavy.
Even that man on death row can be forgiven.
You're gone. I'm so glad that you were raw and heavy tonight. There's a lot. And I just seen that Iam just said that he lost his son at 27 to an overdose. So, there's other people out here with the similar stories as yours. And if you could help one person,
there's a lot of that, but it bothered me so much, thinking he was, burning in hell over, and then God just came and asked me if I forgave him, and I did, and I said, of course I do. And God was like, how can you be more forgiving than I am myself?
Amen, dude.
And it's impossible. It's
Is it?
impossible. So
That's
that
right.
night, I slept like a baby.
I want to hug you,
Nice.
Yorga.
I do too, man.
Nice. Nice.
Eh?
We all have our own journeys in life.
Yes.
No matter what happens, I mean, God's going to throw us all different circumstances, and it's how we persevere through them. And God bless you, Yorga, and God bless your son.
It's
Yes.
not me, it's God. It's
Well,
not
God
me.
bless you for your journey, though. I'm just blessing your journey.
Well, God does miracles.
Yes, he does. He performs them daily.
And I've personally witnessed it. So that's
Amen.
all.
I think we've all witnessed miracles.
Yeah.
We've seen miracles on Diamond Lil show, Marla.
Yes.
Yes.
We've praying for people, and that we thought were near death, and they've
They've come out
came
of
back.
it. Absolutely. Yeah, my mother, and Nikki will know this. My mother was diagnosed April 8th, 1991 with stage 3 ovarian cancer. And they gave her maybe 5 years to live. And my mother lived 21 and a half years.
My mom didn't make it that long, Marla. God bless you for that. My mom only lasted 5, but
I'm so sorry.
it's okay. I mean,
But yeah,
he was
definitely a miracle.
she was a God warrior. Let me tell you, that woman read the Bible 7 times, cover to cover. I know exactly where she's at. I know she's at the right hand of God, and she's watching over us, and she sees all. So
both of my parents, and then 4.5 months later, I lost my dad. So both of my parents died within 4.5 months of each other.
Wow,
so it's been a long journey for me because I lived with them. I lived with them until they passed because I was helping my dad take care of my mom. So I've had an interesting journey, but
me too, Marla.
It's not like losing a child though. And I've never had children, but it would, if I had one and I lost one, it would probably almost kill me.
It's like losing a hand.
I can't
it's
imagine.
Like losing a limb. It really is. It's funny. Well, it's not funny, but when my son passed away, I couldn't grasp, the feeling. I couldn't get around it. And it was weird. I saw this stupid movie. a stupid movie about Def Leppard on TV. And it had the part where the drummer lost his arm.
Yeah.
And he was walking around looking for his arm, in a daze. And I was like, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's it.
Walking around in a daze. Yeah. You're numb.
It was the first time I could grasp that, I lost a limb.
Yes.
A limb is gone. I just lost a friend like maybe 3 weeks ago that I grew up with. It's the only other one that I feel like I lost a limb again.
Jeez.
I've lost my parents. I've lost, a whole bunch of different friends, but this one like 3 weeks ago I just feel like I lost another hand or something. It's been real hard. Been real hard.
I can totally relate to that. I felt like I lost my right arm. I laid in bed for a month over my mom. She was my best friend.
There you go. Yeah.
And the way I had to watch her pass, I had PTSD from it. I'm going to be honest with you. It was horrible. It was horrific. It was not a good passing. It really made me question things.
I'm so
And
sorry.
yeah, it wasn't pleasant, but she gave me a sign. She did, and I know exactly where she's at. She's fine. She's good. I'm going to see her again one day.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope I'm going to go there.
You are, Yorga.
you got a good heart.
You got a really good heart.
You got a good heart.
Ask my old girlfriend.
Well,
what they
just let that go. Let that go. Don't even worry about that old girlfriend. Just you've got a good heart. You do.
Yeah,
I
Yorga.
don't know. I'm
She was
sorry.
probably the old girlfriend was probably the problem, Yorga.
Make that plural.
Girlfriends.
There's a bunch of them. They all hate me. They all want to kill me.
Hey, I
Aw.
love y'all. I got to jump down. I got to go to work in the morning.
Okay. Love you, Craig.
Love
Thanks
you,
for
Craig.
having me, Nikki.
Bye.
Be
Marvelous,
careful.
Yorga. Love you, sir, and really thank you for sharing all that. That was
Love
really
you,
awesome.
Craig.
Yes.
Very awesome.
Yeah,
And Bubba,
I'm
as
sorry to get so personal, but
I
yeah,
love it.
sometimes.
Oh, I love that you got raw, and that's good. We've seen another side of Yorga that I've never seen. So bless you,
Yes.
Yorga. God bless you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Vicky. Love y'all.
Bye, Craig. Thanks for coming
ya.
out. And then there was 4 of us. We were started out as the Brady Bunch.
Then there was 4. Yeah, I try to always be joking around, and every now and then I'll get heavy, man. You know,
That's
I don't
okay.
mean to.
I'm telling you what, there's a lot of people in chat that really could relate to you, Yorga. So just think that you're helping people too by your story.
I don't know.
You know, when I first started coming live, I wouldn't say much about my family. I wouldn't say much about anything. And then I just said, forget it. I'm just going to be me. And that's all I got. And people, people relate to you just like they did to you tonight. So thank you for sharing your story. And I'm sorry about your son. He was way too young.
It's been a long time ago, man. You know, it's been a long time. 1999. A long time ago.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
My son was born in 98.
yeah, mine passed in 1999.
I'm sorry, Yorga. I couldn't even imagine losing a child. I would definitely, I don't even know how I would handle it.
He was a good guitar player, too.
Was he?
Yeah, I agree. He was great.
Oh. Well, I'm sure he's up there just jamming away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will definitely see him again.
All right, let's change the subject.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Outlandish Patriot says, these chats have saved my sanity over the last few years with all the crap going on. Thank you. Thank goodness for all you ladies and gents. See? We're just helping people one person at a time.
Well, we are about to go into June, and you said June's going to be pretty hot, huh? Bubba?
Yeah.
Listen, Bubba, I just got to get my daughter. She's got her commencements on June 3rd. I just got to get through that.
You'll get it in.
It's coming. It'll be here before you know it.
I don't want a diaper on her face. I don't want none of it. I just want to have a good time. And
Yeah, you'll be good until then.
But boy, after, I have a feeling things are going to get a little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to get heated. I think they're going to throw another pandemic at us. I think that's coming.
I don't know what it.
I don't think we're going to buy into it though, like we did last time.
No, and this time the crackdowns will be a lot easier when the digital money, so they can control and yeah.
Oh no.
What about if I don't comply? What are we going to do about
Yeah.
that?
Well, that's going to be a great thing too, because they're going to require, I believe, at least fairly soon, the way to be able to buy and sell, be able to use the QR code found on everyone's iPhone and Android that was updated in April and May of 2020.
I
COVID.
don't want anything to do with it. I wouldn't even in
I know.
2020 when the pandemic hit, we go into a restaurant and we have to scan a QR code to get a menu because they wouldn't even hand you a flipping menu to touch.
Yeah,
Which is
and that's
ridiculous.
what they're getting ready to announce. That
And
per
I'm like, I'm not
the
scanning
World
this
Health
menu.
Organization guidelines, that all fiat money across the world is a risk because of germs. And we've heard it before, but they're going to follow through and just get it done. So
I'm
this
not
is part of.
scanning anything. And now, even now on commercials, I don't turn on the TV that often, but you'll see commercials. Scan this QR code. I'm like,
I know.
what? You're gonna walk up to your television and scan a QR? Get out of my! Oh no,
No way.
not for me.
I know.
They haven't signed over yet, have they? They haven't
It's
signed us
coming.
over
Not yet, but it's
So which
coming.
part?
on the is it the WHO? They're trying to sign us up. They haven't done it yet, have they?
Yeah, we're all on board, and it's going to take place. And they're finishing up the World Health Assembly the next couple days for May, and then September 18th and 19th they're having the big UN meeting in New York City for the SDGs, their goals, and they're going to commemorate the midpoint to Agenda 2030, and they want to announce and have the entire world sign as part of this a 7-year treaty to take them into 2030. So that could be the Daniel 927 7-year contract treaty that's coming to pass soon. So all kinds of crazy stuff's coming.
The
Daniel
what?
927 prophecy of the 1 week, the 7-year final treaty of the 7-year tribulation. I'm not saying that's it, but that's what they haven't mentioned it yet, but they're talking that way because they want to get the entire world on board so everyone agrees to take them into Agenda 2030 by 2030. And a 7-year contract is what they want to do. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to get interesting, yeah.
927. Okay.
I took my daughter for a spray tan. She's got her prom coming up Wednesday. I took her for a spray tan today, and they wanted to take her driver's license and scan her driver's license. And I'm like, what do you need all this for? What is going on here? If she wants a spray tan, I'll give you cash. What's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, why? She's not in her system. She doesn't need to be in your system.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds like bullshit.
That's the other
Oh,
thing.
that's what's
And that's the
going
other
on,
thing. To get everybody on board is to be able to access your money. You're going to have to have a biometric ID, and the way they're going to accomplish this is everyone's going to take about 2 minutes and take a selfie. So it's going to be on your phone. So this is how it's going to start getting it going.
Oh, Bubba.
I know, right? I know. That's what my buddy said. He's like, "What if we don't have a smartphone?" I know, and this is why they're getting those iPhone 14 Pros in everyone's hand as fast as they, what I mean. But they're gonna.
What if I go to get my anus? What if I go to get my anus bleached? They do that shit to the same damn place.
They're gonna have to
Are they
scan
gonna take
your
my
driver's
ID?
license.
They're gonna scan my fucking
Yes.
BD, my freaking everything. I just want my anus bleached, okay?
Oh God.
I mean, really, they do that. They do that at those places.
You might have some half price specials next month in Pride Month. You might be surprised.
Do you want a stool? Do you want a stool sample too? Would you like a stool sample before you bleach
Oh my
anus?
gosh, where is that? My wife has one of those boxes, that crap in a box thing where you send it in the corner guard.
Right, crap in
I
a box.
told her to
This
save
week
that
here
in
and
case we run out of toilet paper, so we have somewhere to
by
put it.
KTEL.
You're gonna have to take a prison wallet. Oh Lord.
She went. Hold on a second. She went to get a tan,
Yes.
and they asked her for all this freaking
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Where's
yeah.
your papers?
That's
where
Where's
I'm
your
going with this.
papers?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go into that same place and I'm gonna go, I want my anus bleached.
Right.
And right. I know.
Well, they're going to ask for you for your ID so they can scan it. And
You
do
already
their
got my
system.
ID. You're bleaching my anus. You have my ID, okay? You've got it. It's
Have you
all
guys
there.
have you noticed that too
It's
this
better than
year?
an eyeball scan or whatever.
CVS, you have to use your driver's license to get any of your prescriptions now. At
At
least it has,
CVS,
yeah,
Everywhere.
started January 1st. I was
Man.
like, what?
I
took
have to
myself
get
off all my prescriptions.
I have to get my prescriptions at CVS, and it's the worst circus of a
I know.
freaking organization of anything. It's like nobody knows what anybody's doing, and I'm always in there for like an hour and a half. It's not even
CVS.
high blood pressure medicine. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. You know, throw the shit. I don't even care. Throw arsenic in there. I don't care, man. And just let
No,
me get out of here.
You don't want arsenic.
I don't care. Throw
I'm-
whatever.
I don't have to go to the Walgreens or the CVS. I live in Texas, so we have HEB, which is a
Oh.
grocery store, and then we have our pharmacy, and they're pretty
Okay.
they're pretty on top of it.
Well, good for you, because it sucks up here. It sucks.
Sorry. That's why I said I'm not leaving Texas for a while.
I loved Walgreens, but my insurance company told me I had to go to CVS. I'm like,
And that's
no.
ridiculous.
The
And they're
COVID,
like in the ghetto, and it's like ghetto pharmacy, and yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
CVS, the COVID virus store. There you go.
Thank you. I've never heard of that
Thanks, Mama.
before.
Right on my piano.
You're right.
Thank you.
No, you're fine now. We're good because it's not a national emergency anymore.
Oh,
You're
I
good.
love that. I love that. I'm going to say that next time I go in there.
Ooh.
Because if you need a mask in a pinch, you go to the
See,
parking lot. There's an
the
empty
thing
mask
is-
waiting right in the CVS parking lot every
Right.
time.
And the thing is, they can tell me your prescription is ready, and I'm like,
2 days later,
all
you're
right.
still waiting.
It's still an hour and a half. It's still an hour and a half, man. And so I'm looking at, all the frisbees and jujubes and everything else, up and down the aisles. I'm looking at I'm like, what else they got to sell for here?
Half price Easter candy.
Probably, Mr. Bowles, your prescription is ready. I'm like, oh, all right. Then I go up there and they're going, who the hell are
Found
you?
the payday. Come to the pharmacy.
Right. Then I go up there and they're like, who the hell are you? I'm like, you just called me up here.
No.
You're not Mr. Booze. Yes, I am. I'm about half drunk.
Can you open the liquor cabinet? It's
The
locked for me.
the bad part about this joke is it's true. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm making this shit up. That's how they are.
No, it's
It's-
crazy. But when
It still kills me to see the Tide Pods behind the lock and key now.
Yeah.
That still kills me. I'm
Well,
like,
that's because of TikTok.
Oh, I haven't
But,
seen that.
But
They're behind lock and key.
when I tell
That
you guys,
makes me want to eat them even more. You remember when you get like a thing of aspirin or something, and you get that little thing that comes out, and it's got this guy going. It's got a big circle with an X to it,
yeah,
and it says,
Oh,
"Don't
Mr.
eat this."
Mr.
And
Yuck.
I've always been like, man, I want to eat that freaking thing because it's got to be good. It's got to be good. I'm gonna crunch it up and snort it or something, man. It's got to be good. And I haven't done one yet. But then the Tide Pods don't even tell you don't eat them or snort them. They're just like, go eat that shit.
So y'all have liquor in your CVS's?
yeah,
No.
Yeah, we're
oh yeah.
Texas.
But see,
is-
down in Texas, you guys have your dry counties. You got to go across the border to the beer store. I mean, I know.
the liquor. If you want liquor, the only place you can get liquor is at a liquor store, not at a you can't get it at a
Marla,
grocery
let me
store.
tell you, up here in Michigan, you can buy liquor.
Oh, please! In Michigan,
every
they have the
store
drive-throughs.
walk
Yeah, they have the
into.
drive-through liquor stores.
No,
You get
no,
to
that's
Little
in
Caesars
Ohio. We don't
Pizza,
have
and you get.
drive-thrus in Michigan.
Little Caesar.
That's in
pizza.
Ohio. No.
In Virginia, it's
Michigan,
all
we don't have
Yeah, they
drive-through.
do. Yeah, they
In
do.
No.
in Virginia, it's
In
state run.
Romulus, by the airport.
You have to go through a state, Virginia state store to get liquor. We can get beer at like Wawa or whatever, but as far as liquor goes,
Oh, no, we can buy liquor right at CVS.
We can't. I know.
We can't
I
hear
know, I
either.
could-
You
Why
have
is
to go to
it?
the store.
That's weird.
Beer,
Why
though.
is that?
Beer and wine you can get at the grocery store, but if it's a
Right.
Sunday, you have to wait till noon to buy it.
You can't get liquor at the grocery store?
No, not in the state of Texas.
No.
Oh, wow.
And
we
not in
can.
Virginia. Not in
And we-
Virginia
and we
either.
grew up- we used to be noon on Sundays too. That's no longer. You can buy liquor anytime you want now. We're just a bunch of drunks up here in Michigan.
Wow. Wow.
That used to be allowed though a couple years ago. That before noon you couldn't buy liquor
Yeah.
forever.
I don't-
Since I was a little girl, you couldn't buy liquor. But I think it was in the last 5 years it changed.
I don't
We
know
had
why.
we used to have dry counties in Virginia.
That's what they
Like
got in
a certain
Texas.
county.
Yeah,
There's a dry
Right.
county in Michigan.
that's what they got in
No.
Texas. Oh yeah,
No liquor, no
In
beer, no nothing.
yeah. Texas, Wood County, it's dry. You got to go across the border, man.
You gotta go
Fork
across
Lake
the
down there.
border.
You got,
Where my
yeah, you
brother
got to go next county over. Beer
and
store.
years ago, where my brother lived in Georgetown, Texas, where he lived, he couldn't get beer, but he'd just drive just literally across a highway to get beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you could do that. If you live close to the county border, yeah, you could do that shit.
So, I don't. Yeah, I
Well, in
don't know why.
Texas, in places, it's 30 minutes to your beer store. So
Some places, Look,
yeah.
where
So by the
I'm at,
time you get home, half of your bottles have been thrown out the car on your way back because you're so drunk.
you better not drink and drive because if you get caught, you will go to jail.
That's
They do not
right.
Rate it here.
No,
Hey,
we-
Right.
Check
they
this,
don't hear either.
That's
check
right.
this
You have
out.
cops
Check
that'll
this
sit
out.
outside the bars in Michigan. They'll put a mark on your tires.
Oh, great.
Oh,
how long you been sitting there.
A mark on your tires,
Yeah, like a chalk mark.
a chalk mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chop
Is that a Michigan?
yeah, they're butthead there, man.
Okay, because I'm Southern. I like your Michigan accent, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
There is an island in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay near where I live called Tangier Island. It's a very small island that was it was founded by British deserters of the Revolutionary War. Okay. So these guys came over and took over this island, and it's still out there. And you can go from where I live and drive a couple hundred miles, and take a boat over to this island. It's called Tangier Island. And everybody over there is speaking English, but you cannot understand them. It's English, but it's like weird English.
That's like our Yoopers. Go ahead.
Anyways, when I first got over there, it took an hour and a half. No, check this out. This is a great story. It took an hour and a half to get to the island, and it's the first thing I wanted was a beer when I got there. And I found out the place was dry, completely dry. So we did get a good dinner or lunch in the restaurant, and we're stuck there for like another 2.5 hours. There's not a beer in the whole place.
Not a beer
Right.
to be had.
Not a beer to be had. And we ended up getting out of there after 2 hours and took the ride back home. But it's completely dry.
What's the reason for that? Do you know?
Religion, I think.
Okay.
They're very we walked down the road and there was only like two full-size vehicles there. One was I think they were both Chevy S10 trucks, which are small trucks. Everything else was a golf cart, and everybody's driveway looked like a golf cart. And we walked down the road, and church let out that day. We were there on Sunday. Church let out, and so we're all of a sudden in the midst of all these people that are walking and talking, and they're talking English. We couldn't understand a damn thing they were saying. We couldn't understand nothing. And I swear, every flipping mailbox said either Crockett or Pruitt. It was like Crockett, Pruitt.
Oh,
Crockett,
I heard about
Pruitt,
this island,
Pruitt,
Yorga.
Crockett. What now?
I heard about this island.
Tangier Island.
There's something else about this island I heard about, though. Like, it's something politically. There's
Oh, I
something.
don't know.
Oh, there's
It's the-
something. It's on
They got
YouTube.
me
I
going
seen it.
look.
It's supposedly sinking.
It's sinking.
So-
Yeah, I think it's sinking a little bit.
So we have the upper part of Michigan. We call them Upers. So you got the Mitten, right? Then you got the UP. That's the peninsula on top of us. And you get the people-
Saginaw.
No, way above that. Way above that. But anyways,
No.
you get the Upers up there, and I went to a bowling tournament one time, and we were way up in Marquette, so the Upers were coming down to the bar, and that we were at, and these guys are talking to me, and I'm like, "Are you speaking English? Where are you from?" They're like, "We're from Upper Michigan," and I'm like, "You don't sound like you're from anywhere around
Michigan, Mackinac. Right?
past me."
Mackinac.
Yeah, but you got to go.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
read a lot about the French and Indian War up in that area. Yep. Mackinac.
Yeah, I've been to Mackinac quite a
It's
few times.
I'm
pretty.
sorry, I said Saginaw at first, but I didn't mean
Yes.
that. Mackinac.
Mackinac Island is what you're talking
It's
about.
pretty.
And there's also a Michigan Mackinac or something like that, an island up there.
Mackinac Island.
Mackinac Island. There's Michigan City. That's way up there, though. I'm down. I'm like 30 minutes, 40 minutes outside of Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the burbs.
I've been to Detroit
Royal
once.
Oak.
I've been on a
No, that's west. I'm east. I'm east side girl.
Oh, she's Gross Hill. She's a.
East side. East side.
I've been to Detroit once on a layover and almost got in a fight with a flight attendant over a
Wow.
guitar.
Yeah, Detroit's rough. It's rough.
It wasn't me.
No.
Bubba was a
Was
flight attendant.
Yeah, man. I worked for Northwest Airlines out of Detroit. I don't
It was
remember you.
Northwest Airlines.
I don't remember you. You must have been really drunk, man. I don't remember you.
No shit, man. No shit. No
I
shit.
always fly Delta.
Well, then now they are. I know, right?
He took my guitar. I was going to sit in the very back seat of the plane. And he took my
Oh.
guitar headstock first down in a really crappy case and dropped it and went kaboing. You could hear the strings going. And I went, motherfucker, and I grabbed this guy.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, I'm sorry. And we worked it out. And he brought me 3.2 Budweiser beers the rest of the flight all the way back to Washington, D.C. Yeah. We worked it out.
3 beers, that's all it
There were
took.
those beers. There was beers that didn't give you a buzz, but they gave you a big headache, you know?
Yeah.
Formaldehyde beer.
But-
Oof,
But
oof.
yeah, I had to hand it to him, you know, because he was being a dick and I was being a dick, and we worked it out. Two dicks worked it out.
Oh,
John
my.
Dunning says, Yorga, he would have given you a beer if you would have showed him your anus,
Oh my gosh.
your bleached anus.
If it, you know, it costs you $5 more if it's my bleached anus compared to my regular anus.
Right.
Right.
Just
Costs
be
you-
glad he didn't hit on you like I used to give it to the girls. Like I'd give them 2 drinks and tell them to drink me handsome. You know, the more you drink, the better looking I get. I mean,
No, he just didn't want to answer. He just didn't want to answer that, man. It's not like I'm a Mr. Billy Badass or nothing like that. But you take my guitar and throw it poing and go, there it goes. You know, I was just like, he brought me 3 beer from Detroit to Washington.
Oh, free beer. I thought you said 3 beers. How many
He
did
did.
you drink in
He
that
did.
time?
It might have been 3. I don't
I was
know.
gonna say,
Come
about
on,
an hour 20 flight or so. Yeah, that's about
Probably
time for
was.
3 beers.
I would have been
Probably
slammed
was
up.
3 beers. Yeah, it's like, it's funny. A lot of people that I've met, I have to say this, that the moment I meet them, we're like getting ready to, you know, and then we end up being great friends. And that's how this guy was. That's how, you know, it just goes from this to, you know, and yeah, he was cool. He was super cool.
You
Well,
guys, how
he
did
ended
we
up
go
being,
from 168 people to 68 people?
Oh,
This stream
we've almost,
probably my,
you know what?
I'm
We've
sure,
almost been on here for 3 hours.
Because
I'm
people,
sure
I
it's
know.
my
We're
fault.
at 2 hours and
People-
50 minutes and 14 seconds.
Wow.
I'm sure it's my fault. It's all
People-
my fault, lady.
Oh, it's
no, it's
fine.
almost midnight.
I
Shoot,
know.
yeah.
It was a great stream.
It's a 3-day weekend. We're having fun on a Sunday night.
That's
I
right.
know. What the hell? I'm not doing anything.
That's why I came live, just to have fun. I figured we'd come over here from Craig the Hunter show.
Yes. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Thanks for having me up.
Oh my gosh, of course. You're welcome anytime, Yorga.
Yeah,
Thank
well, not all the time.
I was looking that up, that Tangier Island. I was like, oh, wow.
No, I'm telling you, I watched a stream on
It looks
YouTube
like it's
about
pretty
that
neat.
island. It was just like a random thing that came up in my feed, and I sat there and watched it.
It said the
Okay.
2010 census was 727 people.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
I remember them talking about the mailboxes, like Yorga said, with all the same names and stuff on it.
But the weird thing about that place is it's only, I don't know how many miles it is away, but it takes an hour and a half to get from the Virginia coast to Tangier Island. I don't know how many miles it is. It's like walking onto another planet.
Oh, yeah.
It really is. I mean, the people over there, they are speaking English, but you can't understand, you know? And they'll have like 2 kids graduate high school every year. They have their own high school. They've got, you know, and most of all the kids, first thing they want to do is get the hell off that island. You know?
Right.
And their main industry is crabbing. You know, they catch crabs. There's crabs everywhere, man. They catch crabs like crazy.
I
So
love crab.
They say it's something like you're stepping back in time when you go there or something.
it is. It is. And you can get a beer. I know I've emphasized that before. You
It's a
can't
dry
get a beer
island.
there, but you can get some kick-ass seafood. You know what's weird is they've got this fence when you first come up from the boat you get off of, and on the fence are all these cups, and they're full of recipes, and there are people that put recipes in these cups, and if you pull a recipe out, you're supposed to put like a quarter in the cup, you know, for the recipe. You know,
Wow.
you know, it's making
pretty cool.
sense.
Yeah,
This is cool.
that's
It is
cool.
cool. It's cool.
No,
as
I'm
shit.
reading about this Tangier talk, and I'm like, it sounds like you're stepping back into the 1750s. That's because the inhabitants have retained a unique form of speech that's been passed down from the island's earliest English settlers.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
So
It said it's a mixture of colonial era brogue and Virginia tidewater twang, like the Chesapeake vowels are deep and wide,
Right.
stretching.
And the
This is
other
really
thing
neat.
is, it's really fast. When they talk, it's like, you know what I mean? They talk so fast you would never, you know, I would never pick up on what it is. It's so fast.
that's like Scottish people. Like when they talk,
Yes.
People from Scotland, I can't understand them. I'm like, what? I know
This
they're
is really
speaking
neat.
English, but
It's crazy because you're right off the coast of Virginia. You go out and find an island. There's people that don't talk like you anymore. Yeah.
They've got some weird lingo. If you smell, you have the meebs. If it's cold, Hawkins is here. If you're asleep, you're in the sweet peas. Want something to eat? Then you mug up. What?
What?
Good
If
night,
you only want
Liz,
if you
Griswold.
only
I
want
love
crackers or sweets, then you need to specify nabs or nugs.
And this, look, here's the thing. This
This
is
is
an
wild.
island. This is an island that I could walk around the entire island on the outskirts of it in 2 hours. And these people are just different from everybody, man. It's like another planet, man. In 2 hours, I can
That's neat.
circumnavigate
That's
this
neat.
whole flipping thing, man. And I have. I've done it. And they look at me like I'm an alien, you know? Because I want a beer.
I just want a beer. I'm just here for the beer.
That was the first thing I wanted when I got there. I was like, yeah, I just want a beer. And they looked at me like, oh, beer?
Well, if you ever go back and if you say that you're selling cakes, it doesn't have anything to do with food. It means that your fly is down.
I think I'm going to take my boat and start sneaking beers into freaking Tangier Island for the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell
I
you
know.
what, I bet you those teenagers will appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Damn right they will.
This guy's coming on his boat. He's got beer.
So Stingray. Here
Here comes the supplier.
He's got a bunch of beer on his boat.
So do they all just live there, or the kids do leave and they go to college? They have to relearn a language then, don't they?
It depends on the kid. They do have a whole school system there. And I know they've said, I think it was like in 2018, they had 3 graduates from their high school. Most of them want to get,
Yeah.
you know, most
Would
of
you?
them
I would
do.
want to fly the coop.
But yeah, I mean, come on, man. You know, I would.
Yeah,
I would. If I was one of those kids. But some of them stay and they keep up the crab business with their parents, and they, you know.
It
keep
says
the place
most of
going.
them try to stay and they try to trace, or they all that stay trace their ancestors back to the island's founding families in the 17th and 18th centuries.
Wow.
That's
There you go.
crazy. That's crazy.
Hmm.
I know, it's nuts, isn't it?
It's very nuts.
That is
Especially the way
neat.
we grew up, you know, it's like it's a whole different world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I heard, and I could be wrong, but during the Revolutionary War, of course, Virginia was, you know, a hot spot. They were deserters of the British Army that settled that island.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, could be totally wrong.
But
But-
think there's only like so many families that live on that island too. Like that's the way that documentary
Crockett
I
and
watched.
Pruitt's. Crockett's and Pruitt's.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, those are the ones that live there.
What?
Are you talking to your doggy?
Yes, she's down yonder.
Aww.
What do you want? What do you want? She's like, give me up. It's time to go in, Dad. It's time to go eat.
You gonna feed me today, Dad?
Do you guys do that when it's getting warmer in summer? Like you eat later
Oh
in the
yeah.
evenings? Well, growing up, we wouldn't get done playing until 10 o'clock at night.
Right. Free lights come on.
What, Cujo?
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end this stream.
Thank you again, Nikki,
Oh,
for
thank you.
Oh, so much Marilla for joining us. Yorga, you were such
Yeah,
a pleasure
that was
tonight.
fun.
I enjoyed every minute of it. Bubba, always a pleasure.
Always fun.
thank you again.
You'd be proud of this shirt. It says, "You don't scare me. I have 2 daughters."
That's right. Oh, that's funny. Well, thank you to the 66 people that stuck around.
Stuck around.
Oh, we're down to 64. Sorry, two just left.
Uh-oh. Well, thank you so much. Y'all have a good evening and enjoy Memorial Day. And I'm sure, Nikki, I'll see you probably
awesome.
tomorrow on
I'll
Diamond
see you at
Bills.
Diamonds for sure.
Great.
Marla,
Let's
thank you.
remember of all of
Count
our
Yorga.
lost soldiers, you
thank
guys,
you.
tomorrow. Because that's what tomorrow's all about. And they love our
Yes.
country. They loved our country and they fought for our country. And just let's let's remember them tomorrow. Because that's what the day's all about. It's not a 3-day holiday.
True.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, remember my dad. He was a P-47 Thunderbolt pilot in World War II.
Oh, wow.
Not
My
my
grandfather
grandpa.
also fought in World
my-
War II.
Not my grandpa, but my dad.
No, my grandfather did.
Man, I'm saying my
Yeah.
old man did.
Yeah. No, I know. And I love my grandfather like my own dad. So
Yeah.
Right.
Let's
let's remember them. And I'll tell you what, there wasn't a day that went by that my grandfather didn't fight. And he would I would be like, "What's he doing, Grandma?" I was a little girl and he's fighting the Japs in his sleep. My grandfather was a God-fearing man. So we don't even know what those men saw over there.
No.
What they had to endure.
No. Wow.
I will say this.
For what?
My dad, my dad had fought on the front lines of the Korean War, and he shared a lot with me on that. It was pretty scary. So whatever they saw in World War II was really, really scary, I'm sure. Yeah. My dad would have nightmares.
For what, though, you guys? What? For what?
Well, it's not
What
like
were
a
they
better
able to
war.
do?
I mean, it's not like you could say Korea was better than World War II or whatever. They all their parents who fought in those wars were badasses.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
And let us not forget them tomorrow, you guys, because that's what the day's all about. And prayers up to all of them for standing for our country. And that's what we need to do. We need to stand up for our country. And we need to be the badasses, as Yorga said, as our parents and our grandparents were.
Yeah. I agree.
Yorga, thank you so much for sharing your stories.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And
I'm sorry about getting.
Amazon.
I apologize for getting so personal and everything.
No, don't you ever apologize.
Sometimes I feel like, maybe that might help somebody.
It
I
always
think you helped a
does.
lot of people tonight. I really do.
You helped a lot. You helped a lot
From
of
the
people.
comments I seen, you helped a lot of people. Hey, you know what I said earlier, you guys, we're all on a journey. It's our own personal journeys. And when you get to share your personal journey with others, it's awesome. But we're all here for a reason. All right. Well, I love each and every one of you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you for having me up. I love you. Okay.
Okay,
Goodbye.
love you, Yorga. Thanks for coming up. It was a pleasure.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me.